meant to put watch against the title. Oh my goodness, hold on. Sorry, once again it took me so long, but this time I was actually eating dinner. That was why I was late. But if you guys notice, everything is different. We fixed the issues that we were having yesterday, so there is no more bad bad stream. Mic quality is up. I might have to remount my mic differently. I'm not a fan of, well, the way it is right now. I guess it's fine, but it should be good. Bro, the average age of the group is 25, and then you have Blaze 15. That's funny. Fudo 39. Dang. He 39, 34, 23. Lashard 25. Big Bird 27. Mostly everyone's in their mid 20s. Their 20s. Mid to early 20s. Dang, Bravey 24? That man don't look 24. He look like he dang sure 30. That's what he looked like. My man looked like he 30. But y'all let me know if y'all enjoying the new setup so far. I mean, it's not finished yet. We got a lot of stuff that we need to do. I still need to, I'm not using my camera. I think I'm gonna get a cam link. So I have this camera right here. This is a Sony ZV-E 10. It's not even charged. I do need to get it set up. So we're gonna eventually be using this as our main webcam, and then I'm gonna be doing a dual camera setup for content, and it's gonna be cool. And also, I'm gonna be able to make vertical content with this pretty easy as well. And I do want to get into vlogging as well with this. Well, I was already doing vlogging, but I want to start back up again. I'm not sure how this lens is. I might be able, but I'm gonna test out like just this basic lens and see how it functions, how good it is, what kind of shots I can get with it, and if I need a better lens, we'll see. But I do want to. I think image stabilization is pretty good on this, and yeah. So we have that just sitting on my desk. I got a huge desk. Once everything's finished, I probably might take a picture of it, but right now we're still putting stuff together, and stuff is all around my desk, and you guys see there's a bunch of boxes around.
And now it's time to introduce Group E, and it's now time to see the first player from the group. Let's get it going.
まずはグレンに燃える父親ミスタークリームゾーン
The family man, that's what they call him.
All the way from France, it's the family man, Mr. Crimson.
So I thought Crimson could win. Well, I didn't pick him as my coming out of the group. The reason why I didn't pick him coming out of the group is because I didn't know what type of practice he had. Because if Crimson is well practiced,
The assassin from Canary Island, it's Diver.
then he's up there with being one of the best in the world. In Street Fighter 5, he was very much well practiced, and so that's why he had a chance at winning. In this game is kind of where attack on heavy tank.
The attack on heavy tank. Fudo
I can't wait to the SFL finals day because I'm guarantee you this is going to be packed for SFL. That's going to be hype. The rough dive. Yeah, some of these names are like lame, bro. I hope if they get in the if I get in the Capcom Cup, they better give me, and it's back in Japan, I better have a sick nickname. Or I'm gonna protest. The counter hero. That's okay.
It's the crush counter hero, Chris CC. Hey!
The strongest bull. Mena.
The strongest bull.
We gotta do this properly. Get hype for the two-time Capcom Cup champion from the Dominican Republic. It's Mena RD.
But it clapping for a bit. The strongest bull. Also, I forgot to mention, we are streaming in 1440p. So if you have the option of being able to do 1440p, then that is available. The reason why I started streaming, well, I am streaming in 1440p is because my monitor is a 2K monitor, and watching Capcom Cup on this day, bro, it's a beauty. I mean, you guys can kind of see it because I have the output set to what my output is. But yeah, you guys could get a good sense of what I'm like, kind of what I'm watching on. But yeah, we have 1440p, 60 FPS. We're improving the quality.
ここからの熱い戦いを盛り上げてくれる実況席の方にここからはお渡ししたいと思います。お願いします。
One thing I do want to, I'm pretty confused about. I think I'm gonna have to ask. I should have asked. I didn't remember this.
And welcome back to Capcom Cup 11 live from the Ryu Goku Kokugi Con Xiao's Drew Face. You already know myself, Wrench, along with Jammers. Jammers, thank you. You already know. I'm glad we're real loose already to start this off. Of course, me and Jammers always have a good time on commentary, and it's going to be an especially good time to hear on Group E with Mena RD, Fudo, and the like. It's going to be a great one, Jammers.
Yes, myself and Yipes, we took care of this group for day one yesterday, but now I'm going to be alongside the homie Ringe, guiding you through what's going to be happening now.
I also need the cable manage, but that's gonna come later. That's
Hey, it's the middle of the pack, it's the middle of the story in terms of the group stages. So now you need to kind of rewrite your own ending.
That's okay.
If so be it, because again, your fate is still in your hands. These are the 6 combatants in this group, as we had their player introductions before from the hosts, Ryan Hart and Aru there. But they are here, and they've got a point to prove. We are going to have a look at...
I do want to make sure that my desk stays clean too.
But hey, what have we got up first?
Wow.
The fixtures, Ridge?
Indeed, we got Limestone versus Mena RD. That's what we're going to kick it off with. Of course, 5th in Limestone's place and Mena RD 2nd.
We got Mena RD, the strongest bull. So I have Mena and Fudo coming out of the pool. I have Mena on winners, Fudo the losers. Mena only played 1 game, so that's why he's second, but he's +2. Fudo's +2. The game differential matters, so going 2-0 with...
Mena RD is trailing in 2nd place with Mr. Crimson, following that with an impressive showing yesterday as well.
So Chris CCH is at the bottom of this group, unfortunately, with Fudo with the reverse sweep there, as we were talking about with the score. So Chris CCH is going to have to do some drastic changes in terms of strategy, maybe switch up the character entirely. Fudo, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep running rampant, keep dominating this group, because again, I think he's got a point to prove, and he's actually in form. One of the strongest informed players.
Yeah, let me know if everything is good. If the audio for...
Oh, I love the character intros. I just keep thinking about how you use the word turbulent, like yesterday was turbulent, that's how I know you're a Rashid player. That's the only reason you
I don't
use
play
that
him
word.
no more.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's browser.
You were a Rashid player long enough for that to get into your vernacular, all right? So wherever you may land now, I don't
So yeah, y'all let me know how the audio is sounding.
It doesn't count. If you don't have above a 60%,
Can make some adjustments. I do need to get my stream deck set up to where if I want to make audio adjustments, I can mute sources, unmute sources, etc., etc.
Yesterday have a great performance on the M Bison. The best player on the M Bison yesterday, honestly. So we'll see if he can be able to run that back again. It's gonna be an interesting matchup. I think this one is definitely a scrappy one. Both characters can afford to get really
Men are
aggressive.
playing Bison. So he said that was his secret character.
I'm surprised that he's kind of like picked Bison and stuck with him for a little while now, Mena RD, but he is coming into his own, showing us that's why he is the strongest bull with that playstyle, and he will get the extension from the Psycho Mine and pop on another one.
He's gonna take the throw now, right? Mena RD is gonna take the slow, steady offense.
Perfect parry by Limestone.
Able to get rid of the mine and switch sides. Oh, was not ready for that follow-up, and now Mena RD able to poke back. So proficient at that.
Backdash is there, Limestone. He's just gonna wait for the bomb to automatically.
Yep, throw him in. He walks in and throws him. He fears him. XCP. I don't know. I think I.
He wants to take this round, but Mena RD looking for a comfortable closeout here with any poke.
Yeah, that stand medium kick. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, the second you got the counter hit, but no link with the light kick.
Yeah, throw. Stand medium kick.
Life with the tech, but a trade on the fireball. Limestone, not enough health to survive that one.
So yeah, Mena understands that he has to maybe go 0-2. I mean, not 0-2. He has to beat him 2-0 to keep pace with Fudo. Because Fudo right now is a +4 differential. Even if Mena wins, if he wins 2-1, he's gonna be a game behind Fudo in terms of differential, and that is gonna make the difference in between who's gonna be winners and loser. He goes for the throw, walks up again and throws up the fear. No fear on Mena. He just walked in his face. So he's buffering. The crouching strong has a way to stop any sort of forward advancing movement. So he's playing the neutral, being very patient. Limestone is actually walking him out, but Mena gets back in with the low forward. Oh, I mean, medium punch in the drive rush, and then he tried to sneak in a drive rush, and he was waiting.
At the wheel, it's been a long week for these guys, but hey, he's awake. He reacted just in the nick.
Nope, that's punishable. I don't know if I like that, but okay. Throw again. He just like. Yep, throw. Kind of figured that was coming. Yep, he's gonna throw him. Wall. Oh, no level 3? Huh. Interesting. I would have thought the level 3 would have came out because it would have put him close to burnout. So that Bison jab, bro, that is a very good way to wall your opponent out. Like the range it has. He was trying to jab into whatchamacallit? Yeah, no, this is.
It's got to be a level 3, my dude. He probably could have done a different combo route into Shimpu Jinrai, but I think this is much better for him in this regard.
Mena still is good. That's punishable. Oh. DI. Yep. Mena, what is he going to do? Stick with the Bison? The Bison wasn't that bad. It was just maybe a couple of decisions that here and there, especially when you're playing a character. I don't know how much Mena has played Bison and why specifically he's using Bison for specific players. Maybe it's for the kid matchup. That's probably what it is. Because he used Bison against what's that dude's name? Boost. And it seems like this is his Ken counter pick. He doesn't like Ken versus Blanca or Ken versus Luke. I think those matchups are. I don't know about Ken versus Blanca, but Ken versus Luke, I do believe Ken does really well in that matchup. It's the bomb install. Yep, baits him. This is gonna do a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. The mind skilling. Yep. Doesn't matter. Still gonna kill. Very optimal. Mena is trying to put a game on the board. Limestone already has one. Over here, drive rush. Throws him. drive rush heavy, but Limestone says no. Yep, that Bison jab. Install the bomb. Again? Wow. He does not like okay. Again, the combo is again. No, like he's showing that he does not want to take the bomb anymore. Because he was so earlier in the set, Limestone was very adamant on just blocking, and that led to Mina doing things such as walk up throw and kind of bullying him. And so Limestone is essentially changing up his options now to where he is being more active on defense when he has those bomb situations and just taking a gamble. I do like that because it's showing him Mina a different look, and so now he might be able to go back to that blocking style that he was doing earlier, and Mina might not press his advantage. So I'm hoping that Limestone maybe kind of takes advantage of that and see if he changes his defensive options whenever the bomb is installed in this game. Alrighty, final game. Drive rush, that should be punishable. Double dash. Okay, just single dash and a throw. Yep. Okay, he's probably gonna full send it. Mana. Oh, okay, he does it again. That makes sense. And Mina needed a comeback, so he keeps Limestone. Man, wow. Whoa, hold on. Whoa, Mina better wake up. Nah, players like that, when you're at this level, at this point, you might as well assume that your person you're playing in is very good at least somewhat the basics. Gets the bomb install, goes for no, he tried to bait the throw. Yep. Mina. Yep, jab check. Oh my goodness, Limestone, what the heck, bro? EX. Okay, no. I thought he was gonna do EX. Fist into death. But that works too. Stand fierce would he didn't convert off of it. That would have been crazy. Okay, throw. Walking him down. Gets with punish. This is gonna go for the level 3. This is gonna put him close to burnout. I do like that decision. Oh my goodness, Mina RD lost. Nope, you can't jump out. Mina. Oh, Mina lost. Well, dang. Dang, my pick, my winner's pick might not be Mina.
He wasn't deterred at all. He still kept he still woke up with the super art ones, whether it was hit or block. But I do like how he handled the neutral most of the time. Even though, like you said, he's going up against a 2-time Capcom Cup champion in the strongest ball. He said, guess what?
I guess Mina might. It seems like Mina has a Ken problem.
And like we said yesterday, if you practice, or if you execute what you practice, you're in a good spot, man.
Exactly, and we saw Limestone really prioritizing what we talked about in a previous round, where Mina, one of the best side switchers when he's in the corner. He's got some of the best corner defense in all of Street Fighter 6, and so you have to kind of
let me know how everything's going. The sound.
Pressure to make sure you're at that anti-air range, and that's exactly what he did to close out multiple rounds against Mina. Very, very smart. You could tell he studied the tapes and has kind of picked up on the type of decision-making Mina likes in certain scenarios.
Yeah. I also like about Limestone's gameplay here as well, because he is the dark horse. He's kind of slept on. He was rarely burnt out. Yeah. As far as I can remember, he was rarely burnt out. It's either he was winning or he lost via the high damage output that Bison dishes out, right?
Yeah.
So I can understand. I'm like, oh, okay. It felt like you were doing a lot of EX moves, but it was only really EX Shore you can do. No EX Fireball. True. Rarely saw that. We saw EX Dragon Lash or EX Jinrai, sorry, used as a chipping sequence. But other than that, I think he handled his resources really well. Resource management, I should say.
100%. Even the combo routes he chose, right? Like,
nice, yeah, you say anti.
There
you go. That's a big jump that he anti. Very basic.
All of my drive gauge to use it to apply pressure in the corner instead. Extremely smart management from Limestone.
Keep an eye out for him, man, because a lot of people had some favorites to get out of this group, but Limestone, he might be that massive pebble that's dropped in the pond. But speaking of which, we have to speak about another guy who's on form right now, looking to emerge victorious on the winner's side of this group with the attack on Heavy Tank in Fudo. And he's gone up against the counter hero, which unfortunately, he needs to find a counter as his own strategy, because he's his own worst enemy.
He's his own worst enemy.
You know, Fighter 6's launch, he's been in a character crisis. He's been looking to try to pick a character that's really gelled with him. And he's one of the guys that, let's be frank about it, he likes the cheap stuff, right? He likes the best characters in the game. And obviously, Ed had a very prominent...
I do like how they changed the groups today.
I mean, they toned him down, I guess, enough for Chris CCH.
The same and changed the order.
And he's landed on Terry for now, while of course we still see incredibly...
But nevertheless, that means I probably will be going to bed. And then I'll be getting up. Well, I'll be getting up and finishing the rest of the matches like I did yesterday. So I
using Terry. It looks like he is going to stick to his guns here with our Fatal Fury guest, but
you know, the fact that
but my fantasy bracket is looking kind of whack, man.
Figured out something in this matchup right at the very
My Capcom Cup fantasy bracket is looking whack.
How he's going to counter that with a Terry, that's what remains to be seen.
But here's what I'm worried about, because yesterday he was doing a lot of medium burning knuckles to space it and get the frame advantage. I think it's like +2 or +1 or something like that. Ed can just throw out Psycho Spark. He might be able to get a flicker, then charge it. So it's mainly Fudo's footwork, and he's stubborn as well, right? Drive rush light punch.
The Tari combo, I do like the no spinning of the meter, but using it for pressure. That heavy kick, Fudo. Nope, perfect parry, back throw. Oh.
39 years old and still got the reaction
Yep.
of a young man, just parrying the burn knuckle immediately.
So Fudo seems like he might remember that. Beady. Perfect parry. Goodness. Fudo.
Even the power waves.
Check. Oh.
Not having any of it. Very sharp awareness there and was able to close out that round.
Bar wave. Bar wave. Bar wave. Anti-air by CCH. Doing the pressure. Yep, I like that. That beats that. So Fudo is showing that he wants to protect the drive gauge. Yep, attack it some more. Do you like that? Keep attack. Oh no! Why? He didn't need to counter poke. He could have just get the standing heavy kick and then apply the pressure. But he tried. CCH tried to counter poke after, so he got hit. But that was a bad situation for Fudo. Now it turned into a bad situation for CCH. Come on. Yep. He's kind of gets the jump in. Okay, level 3. Okay, I don't know, but he's gonna close out. I don't know if I agree with that spinning on a level 3, but I guess he wants to get more. Good throw. Oh, it makes sense though. Both of them are at 0 meters, so I can see why he spinned it. Okay.
But again, Fudo has that strong level 2, right? So he still has quite a meter advantage going into this last round.
Yeah.
As long as he actually builds the level 2, which I'm sure he will by the end of it.
Oh, there you go, medium burning knuckle there. Drive rush down, heavy punch. Such a powerful tool for Terry now, especially after a drive rush.
What the heck? Level 1? Okay, no. Bar knuckle.
He didn't want to get burnt out, right? So he knew Fudo would keep applying pressure. Popped off with the burn knuckle. Very smart in the anti-air trade there.
Yep, throw him. Throw him again. Yep. Knew it was coming.
Still available for Fudo, but he goes for an EX Psycho Knuckle and it gets punished into the power geyser there. Because you know what it could have been? It could have been a backdash and he catches the delay, or he blocks and does the OS against Psycho uppercut there. That's what I mean. Fudo's not afraid to do that. If he needs it to be done and he believes it's going to get him out of a nasty spot, so be it. We stick with that decision.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, I'm just so used to seeing when Ed's back to the corner. What
a perfect parry in the EX PvP.
Screw my last point. That was just too sick to ignore.
No anti-air there. It's too far for the light cycle uppercut. Didn't want to risk it either. This is the downside Chris CCH is facing on the burning knuckle. These guys will micro-adjust their spacing and make sure they get a light punish at least.
Bro, I'm tired already.
Fudo had been walking back a little bit more. That time he stopped to keep in range of the punish and then baits out Chris's wake up.
I am tired already. Like, I'm not old. It's just that when it gets to like 10, 9, well, when it gets to 11, 12, I just want to go to bed. I'm gonna keep one on there. I just want to go to bed. I like, cause I get up. I kind of get up early now. I get up at like 7 or 8. That's my new bed. That's the only time I get up, and This is the time I get ready to go to bed.
Any wake up option there from Fudo. The perfect parry. He's gonna close it out here. He's gonna do a full combo into the Psycho Chamber, lock him up, and
So 11 and 12.
make sure Chris stays at the bottom of this group. Oh right, that was one apiece. My bad.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's one
yeah,
apiece.
CCH did take the first game, so now we're all tied up. Kept one in the chamber. That was a very quick game, too.
You know what? I actually thought we played a whole first. I thought these guys were playing for ages. That's how locked in I am.
Yeah, most def. Fudo responding back. We gotta see what's Chris CCH gonna do. We saw a successful jump in early. I wonder if he's starting to think about that a little bit more. But we'll shall see.
Throw. Just to get a throw.
Terry doing the crouching meaning kick time combo to drive rush because it can be exploited, but Chris seems to be believing in it and how it's been working out for him thus far.
Indeed, and from this range here, oh, he's trying to walk up to him, but instead he's gonna pop off after the forward heavy punch connection.
Nice, and he got the confirm as well, and the Buster Wolf.
Buster Wolf.
Dead yet.
Yep, and I saw the throw coming. I was like, he's gonna throw.
I like it because I know that's a two-hitting move, but sometimes it's very hard for people to analyze if they're gonna get the hit or not to cancel into the power charge.
Wow, and then beautiful space.
What a punish by Fudo. Heavy blitz, dashes in, but tries to take his throw. Anti-air, you can't do that to Fudo.
Delay. There you go, catches him. He's gonna get the extension into the medium burning knuckle there from a meaty power charge. That connected off the light one.
Fudo again continue to wake up with different options, right? We see the OD uppercut this time. Perry was last time, and then speaking of which, Chris CCH the one that busts out.
Back dash there from Fudo. Forward throw there from Fudo. Can drag him in. Not gonna do it just yet. Still doing it. Yeah, you want to see if Fudo's gonna parry again off that drive rush cancel, I think. And there you go. That could have been a level 2.
No level 2? He should have killed.
Early enough, Rinch.
Yeah, let it go, and he actually did reach, tried to throw Fudo into the loop.
Oh my goodness. Chris CCH could have killed. I don't know why he didn't do that level 2. The EX quick burn into level 2, he should have won that game. Players don't want it.
So I'm sure it was just an execution error. Nonetheless, right there, you see the spacing trap after the big heavy kick. Just puts out the medium punch.
Bro, I had to almost lean back in the chair, bro. I can lean back in the chair now. We looking good. We feeling good. What a perfect pair by Fudo. He's gonna have to. Yep, I knew the throw was coming. Yep, he's come. Nope, you can't do that. No, ooh, he would. Oh, that was almost bad for Fudo. Oh my goodness. What? That was insane by Fudo. What the heck? That was crazy. Nah, bro. He's cracked. 39-year-old man reactions.
Go as quickly as you may think. Sees it come out as soon as he drive rushes in, cancels into the level 3 to blow past any projectiles and put himself another dub on the board.
Now, we do see, or we have seen from EWC, and probably slightly before that, a lot of the Ed players, Tachikawa I know was one of the first people to do it, they do drive rush, and then they do level 3 just to extend that range. And so if you have a forward advancing, a very good forward advancing level 3, just do drive rush against a projectile, and then input your level 3, because it's going to be cancelling, what, the 11th frame anyway, so it's nice and early. You should be able to catch it there. And because that was the only time Fudo did that, you're not really going to expect it, especially after Chris CCH was feeling a bit more comfortable throwing out some power waves, and EX power waves was getting some decent results outside of the thing you spotted as well when Fudo perfect parried into the EX reversal. Yeah, exactly. And we saw, I think after a couple of throw techs as well, like the power waves would come out, and it would actually beat Fudo trying to start it with the fireball and whatnot. So I think Chris was definitely confident in that, and Fudo had that intel in the back of his mind, and he was like, I'll save the counter play for when it matters the most, right, in this sense. So beautiful stuff from Fudo. That's what we've come to expect from a veteran of his caliber. Of course, right. And this is the interesting thing as well, right? Because if we look at how Fudo likes to use drive rush in general, like I said, drive rush into a jab, drive rush into maybe a flicker, and then if you're trying to understand that range and understand what he controls, then you're never going to expect drive rush level 3, because level 3 only comes oh so often in a match there. And you have to think about so many things in that range from Ed, right? He's one of the best characters in the game from that neutral space and just outside of like round start range. As you can see how it's breaking down now. Fudo 3-0 again, another great performance at a +5.
+5.
So that means, if I'm not mistaken, we'll talk about the table a little bit later, but we're going to move on to our next match.
That means Fudo's guaranteed to come out.
Going up against Limestone here. Limestone only moments ago. That's how fast it's been. He beat Mena RD in a 2-1. A lot of these 2-1s are starting to be a little bit more vital for everybody now.
Yeah, I said the 2-1s are vital. The 0-2s.
Doesn't mean you're out for the count yet.
Yes, indeed, and
Bro,
Limestone
I'm freezing.
look to
What
build
the heck,
upon that
man? It's
momentum
cold.
they took down with
Bro.
the strongest bull, getting
Oh,
a W there.
I need my heating blanket.
Man, it's a different
I
beast.
have a heating blanket.
In the world, and he's
I'm
gonna be
not.
representing. That's plenty of Ken
But-
practice too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, Takamura's on the same team as him for Team Aegis in Street Fighter League EU. We've got some of the strongest Kens lying around in ranked as well. He speaks with his viewers on stream. He plays with them a lot.
Bro, they said, do
And
y'all
he's got
think
a
Chris
wealth
won a
of
Make-A-Wish
knowledge.
contest to
Ever
be
since
here,
the
bro?
last
That is so
tournaments he
funny.
had from around the time of Red Bull Kumite 2021
Them
in
boy-
London, it's just been crazy.
I said, let me
knowledge
grab
he's
some
been
covers, cause ooh,
and just understanding
it's
how to
chilly in
get to
here.
fighting gameplay.
It's
That's what's brought him to
chilly.
stages like this at Capcom Cup 11 here today.
Item got washed,
We've never actually
unfortunately.
Mr. Crimson pick up a fighting game or a character, no matter what it may be.
What are you
He
talking
is one
about?
of the quickest
Item beat
learners I've
Broski.
ever seen. So I love seeing the fact that he picks up Dawson.
So Item's still in it.
I think you need such high processing power to play at the competitive level, right? Because of Dawson having so many options for pretty much every angle that you can possibly attack in.
Broski should have been he should have won both. He should have beat Item and he should have beat Blaze, but
Even when you knock Dawson down, right, ever since they introduced Wake Up Drive Reversal, you do have to consider a couple of things. Because before it was just perfect parry and a backdash and a hope for a dream. But now, he's got to mix things here as well. He does do Wake Up Drill Kick. So if you want to shimmy him and try and punish that, you can do so. I want to see Limestone use a little bit more fireballs because he didn't do that against Mena RD because it was a much different character in terms of archetype. I think. Oh, he's going to have to try and change his approach.
anti-air.
Yeah, we've already seen 2 fireballs from Limestone, right? So we'll see if he keeps chucking them out.
Bro, I'm trying to cover myself because I'm freezing.
And that crouch medium punch is a great tool for Ken. It's disjointed. Obviously a great buffer.
Nice driver's jab, gets to convert. Oh, Mr. Crimson.
I'm surprised he didn't actually get the punish there.
Yeah, we were talking about Crimson's options with the drill kick earlier before the match started, and a Dragon Lash.
Dragon Lash, bro, that is
So
crazy.
Out of the sky here, and lock him down in the corner as well. Crimson, what's your choice on Wake Up?
We're just gonna take the throws for now. Don't want to risk anything, but there's the way drive
Yup,
reversal.
drive reversal.
Coming as well. And even before the buff to the drive reversal, Dawson's were the ones using it the most anyway.
And this is the thing, right? Because he has to be careful as well. Because if Limestone waits, you do the drill kick. You got. Oi!
My.
Yo!
Sometimes some things happen and it deletes our point on commentary. That was ridiculous.
Limestone, what did you drink today? Maybe not. All right. Side swap here from Mr. Crimson. He's got to make sure it counts.
Oh, I love that juggle as well. Getting the proper Oki afterwards. Trying to bait something out.
Yup, drive
We saw how
reversal.
aggressive Limestone was on Wake Up against
Oh
Mena.
no, wow, oh, wow.
He hasn't been
Drive
caught out
impact
by
to
this guy
drive.
today. Mena couldn't do it. You definitely can't do it. And your punishment is going to be down 1 game in this best of 3.
Man, made no bones about it right there. Hits the
They
DI.
keep testing the
Level
limestone.
3 business handled. 1-0, and Limestone continues on this momentum.
That's interesting because then Mena had a good time because obviously he was utilizing the jabs and the scissor kick pressure and he planted the bomb. Dawson doesn't move as fast. He moves it differently. He's elusive in his own right. But Mr. Crimson has to figure out how to open it up.
Driver's jab, bro. I like that.
Yeah, Meta had great success.
Limestone is,
walking him and jabbing just to
practice.
keep him at bay, right? Keep him tamed. Dawson doesn't have that
Columbia?
luxury, such slow walk speed.
Low
The
in the
jab's not
throw?
gonna act the same way, but he's off to a great
Slide
start
into
here
the
in this round,
DMs.
at least.
Trying to get that perfect
Bro.
parry and a great defensive sequence there from Limestone. Low on drive gauge here, but at the expense.
Yoga Flame.
Able to get out of the predicament before Crimson throws him right back into the corner.
That was a clean punish on the stick kick attempt as well.
Okay,
but
so
Mr.
Crimson
actually
saves himself
avoids
for
the
getting
throw
or the
by
perfect
dashing
parry
out
there,
of
but he
so
saves the
well.
perfect parry for right there. That's good. Nice. Oh, okay, Crimson's playing this awesome zoning game. All right, gets the game easy.
Now you have to remember as well, he swiped Crimson out of the sky when he tried to do a float before, so I don't know if he's like kind of like hell-bent on trying to get him out of the sky every time he does that. You can't commit to some of these dangerous answers because Crimson still has aerial actions, right? The teleport, the yoga comment, all this stuff.
Absolutely. Good block of the overhead from Crimson as well. Now he's going to be able to
Yoga.
establish that space that he wants to play at again. And more importantly than the space, the pace and the tempo of the match.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
every time
driver's
he sees Crimson
jab.
start
If he
right
sees
on
a
the
flow, he
floor,
does driver's jab.
driver's light punch.
When you said hell-bent on getting him out of the air, that was accurate. Like, there was no type of thinking. Like, that is what
Throw.
he was looking for 100%.
Yeah,
Right
throw
now.
again.
Honest on the ground, saying,
Non-throw.
"Crouch, use one of those limbs again, probably later."
Yeah, exactly. And Limestone just throwing this man till his health bar is gone. And we're going to do it again. Yes, and Mr. Crimson knew. Slide afterwards. Perfect spacing after the tech throw.
You gotta keep him here. You want to watch out for your drive gauge, Crimson. Throw. And he's got one of the most dangerous corner pressure in the game, by the way.
Okay, is Crimson gonna throw loop him?
Most definitely, and you can see the previous game against Mena is really affecting Mr. Crimson's decision making, not going into the full super chip, avoids, and somehow, some way, the scramble.
Too much frame advantage on the drill kick.
Yeah.
He actually spaced that incredibly well, very meticulous with that spacing there, but that was actually to his own demise.
Yeah.
And that's what Burnout does inadvertently in this game.
Crimson trying to throw afterwards, just 2+ for it to actually connect. But yeah, you could tell.
Right there by Crimson.
He's giving him a lot of space because he saw how much Limestone woke up.
All right,
with the
Crimson
reversal
gets
of the
out.
he's completely
Perfect
beaten
parry.
here up against Mr.
All right, cool.
Again,
Lazy boy recliner gets the throw off the plus frame, slide in, throw. Is he gonna throw loop him, please? No, Crimson. Okay, so he's still looping him, but he's doing it differently. Yep. Yep, I told you he's throw looping him, but he's was changing his throw loop timing to confuse him. There's a way you could throw loop opponent without throw looping them. Like, if you're gonna commit the throw, the typical throw loop is throw, which we all know. But then there's another throw loop where you're throwing them consistently, but you're changing up the timing on your throw and you're mixing it up to kind of keep your opponent guessing. And that's what Crimson did there, allowed him to get the win. Great throw, slide in, late drive rush in. Said low. Nope, you can't drive rush that.
Mistake a lot of people make after some spacing situations from Crimson, right? He'll do a buffered crouching heavy punch and drive rush cancel behind it because you want to dash in or drive rush in, and he's got the space and the timing ready.
Yeah, nice spacing trap, playing against the opponent's expectations. One of the most important parts of fighting games.
He jumped in instead of backing away, waiting for Mr. Crimson to trade a limb there. I think he should back away and let Mr. Crimson throw a limb, but he might float instead.
Right now, yeah, Crimson is not being too antsy with the limbs, though, right? This is a very disciplined play. We saw one there and then crushing the run.
He's in. All right, there you go. Going to get the snap kick there. Off of the Jinrai. Good blocks there from Crimson. And the down back median kick conversion gets it there. He had to wipe the sweat off his brow because that could have gone south real quick.
Mr. Crimson, he has not been caught asleep at the wheel when it comes to the overheads as well. Oh my goodness, played such good defense, and then baiting Limestone into the throw.
There you go, look at that. And nasty, level 3. You've got to do the level 3, my guy. Yeah, after that sequence and baiting the throw finally. Interesting that Limestone's choosing this round to tech. Very interesting there. But he's on his last legs. Unless you do something like dusting that Takamura would do with Ken, I'm not sure if you're going to come back from this one.
Yeah, he's going to have to pull something out we've never seen before. Mr. Crimson in prime position, full screen advantage as well. Let's get the knockdown, but that leaves him so low on drive. Good luck, my friend. Monsieur Crimson taking the...
All right, Mr. Crimson gets a game on the board.
You know, he was teching even early on, right? We didn't see Mr.
A set
Crimson
for the
punish
game.
it outright as we did here. He was a little bit late on that first float heavy kick. But Limestone, the thing that surprised me the most about it is he was picking defensive choices a lot. He was being active, but none of it was invincible reversals.
He said, "Bro, I'm tired, man. Really am."
I'm surprised that even at the end he didn't.
It's 11 o'clock and I'm already like, man, I just want to lay down in bed. This is how I legit cannot stay up it longer anymore. Like past 11, 12. I mean, I could do it, but I'll be tired.
So then in certain defensive situation, you're like, okay, all Dawson can do is throw and then apply pressure afterwards.
I might have to sleep, and then I will probably come back tomorrow and watch some more of Capcom Cup.
He has an idea ready that's laid on top of that. So
exactly, and that's one of the, premier parts about Mr. Crimson, right? He is a long game planner. He knows how you're gonna adjust to what is coming, and he can beat you to the punch a lot of the time. That's what's made him so successful on a character like Dawson. And again, keeping his dreams alive of getting out of the pool with that big dub over Limestone.
I definitely think the Limestone victory against Mena RD might have shaken up this bracket just a little bit in terms of what can happen in the group stages for day 2 tomorrow, because that'll be the final stage of the group stages here, so you don't want to miss out for that one. But we are here with day 2, twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. I know the guys in the European region, they're waking up, or probably it's super early for you guys right now, but hang in there, people. I want you guys to stick it out. So up next, we are going to have the strongest bull coming back on the stage.
Versus Diver.
Going up against Diver, the assassin from the Canary Islands. He's been sticking with the dictator thus far, Mena. we expecting a swap here? I don't think Geef's a good idea against Ed. Definitely not for me.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit spooky for sure. And, you know, obviously you mentioned we're all here on Capcom Fighters. Want to give a big shout out to the re-streamers as well, the co-streamers for this event, the likes of Sage and the likes of Tenno Media with the homebrew stream, always holding it down. They're going to be here all day as well, bringing y'all the action for Street Fighter 6 and Capcom Cup. And now, like you said, it's going to be Mena RD versus Diver. Mena obviously going to be looking to bounce back after that loss to Limestone.
All right, yeah. I think I want to finish this group and then I'm gonna call it a night, man. I don't know why, but man, I am so tired. Granted, I spent the rest of the save like fixing my stuff, but I am just so tired, bro.
He traveled to Japan early for some extra practice. Bison and Geef, and I think Ryu, probably the characters he used the most, but Diver did lose to Crimson yesterday 2-0 until he beat Chris CCH 2-1, so he's going to need a 2-1 or a 2-0 here again. If he can do this against Mena, this will be chalked down as a very bad day for Mena in the group stages.
Most definitely in Diver. Oh my goodness, actually just kill rushing in, catching Mena RD, looking for the parry on the flicker. Oh, and a meaty stuff with the projectile. That's full combo.
Empty jump. Man, I got caught teching. That was crazy. What the death.
Okay, Mena's been caught by surprise by a few eccentric playstyles or these strategies that are coming out in these early rounds from Diver and Limestone.
This is good stuff. Representing well here, Devil's Reverse.
That could have been an uppercut. That literally could have been maybe even a double uppercut there from them.
It's just scary, right? Like the different trajectory, the different timings that Bison falls at. It can be tricky to anti-air, but definitely was susceptible that time. This time waking up with the low, catching Mena RD, looking for a throw bait attempt.
Okay, it looks like he's going against the grain here, Diver. Really trying to shake Mena RD off the comfortable game and what he's used to expecting with Ed. Nice crouching medium kick there and a delayed throw tech from Mena RD to get out of that situation.
I was gonna say, the crouching medium kick was extremely smart because Mena has taken to the skies a lot already in this first game, right? Whether it be with the Rising Hell or the jump regular.
And that's gonna close out the round there with a heavy Psycho Crusher from that evil knee. And it looks like Mena RD's got an abundance of resource to work with, and I think Diver did his drive rush second, yet he still won that interaction.
Yeah, I think he went with the quicker button. I actually didn't see what Mena RD went with, but nonetheless, Diver did win it. And that was the empty jump that I'm talking about.
Punished by Mena. Yeah, I'm starting to fade already. Might have to call it a night. Come back tomorrow earlier and finish the rest of these matches before we watch the rest of them. We'll probably watch some more. For the top level 3. Yeah. After this pull, I'm going to bed so I can get up early again. Then the jump out. That's a great jump out. Mena is going to go for the level 3. What an air-to-air.
Beautiful air-to-air from Mena RD right there. Lying in wait and found
That's how I cast it. Listen. William, bro. I be getting up at like 6, 7 o'clock. It's my bedtime. It's not like I'm old. It's just that I'm tired, man. I'm trying to make myself consistent with me getting up early now. I want that to be a thing. It's me getting up early. I don't know how it started, but since then I just been getting up early. I like it. I like getting up early. I like going to bed early and getting up early. Level 2. This is gonna chip him out. What? Whoa, no! What the heck?
I think that's gonna be dead. Unfortunate there. I actually thought Diver was a little bit creative in terms of how to delay or extend the timing of the Psycho Mine there, using the Psycho Cannon himself, but unfortunately to no avail.
Psycho power everywhere on the battlefield.
All that purple stuff.
Oh!
Oh no. That purple stuff. That's not looking good. Diver, you gotta be careful. Uppercut is still an option here, but I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, the bomb's gone now, but...
Throw in.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I figured as much right there, because he could have killed if he got him with a regular hit, so I like Mena RD switching it up, but Diver was disciplined about it. He knew what Mena was looking for. Not that time, though, trying for a desperation drive rush in.
Level 2, Mena.
I know the discourse likes to complain about drive rush, But a lot of the time, players this good, you can't autopilot into it. They will check it every time, and Meta is going to close the door on any hopes Diver had of winning that set.
Getting a dub there for today, Mena RD. Solid 2-0, which means I'm not sure if Diver is actually in a good spot, mathematically speaking. We will have...
And now please use Blanca.
That's brilliant. Please use Geef and Blanca from one of the fans, one of his fans in the crowd there as well. But hey, listen, just going back to that last situation, I'm not sure if we'll be able to check a replay. Actually, we will be able to do so. So we'll talk about it. Shouts to the production team in the back. But yeah, Diver hit the ground running. He actually came out ready and with a strategy here. And he came comfortable with a lot of the situations, whether it was on defense, the delayed crouching medium punch, the drive rush cancel, abusing the stand fierce, getting the conversion to crouching medium kicks. There was confidence. There was an idea there to work.
Why is my mouse salivating?
But then afterwards, slowly but surely, Mena RD says...
Let me go find this Dr. Pepper. I'll be right back.
And Mena RD, I think, is one of the best players at playing in the mud, right? If you want to get down and dirty, you want to do scrambles and all that, he is one of the best at recognizing the situations quickly and coming out with the optimal answer. And I feel like a couple of situations where Diver forced a scramble, it just didn't work out in his favor, like where he activated the level 2 to kind of throw off the Psycho Mine. We saw him get out of the corner, but he still couldn't build upon that. It was just Mena RD having such clutch decision making as per usual.
I want to say as well, just going back to that last situation we encountered with the crouching medium punch on the drive rush check, I think he kind of limited Diver's options into, all right, you're not really winning in certain aspects, so now you got to force yourself to do this. And I'm ready to check that out as well.
Oh no, I'm back.
We're ready to check out our last.
I got some caffeine.
Day 2, the counter hero. He needs something. He needs to dent Mr. Crimson's chances to get out of this group. Chris CCH. The objective might have changed for him because mathematically he could be out of the picture.
I love Mr. Crimson's picture. He just looks so happy to be here. The family man, obviously powering up. Do you know how old his child is now? Because I know it wasn't that long ago that he had his first child.
I'm not sure if his son has turned 1 yet.
I don't think so. I don't think it's been a whole year since that's happened. But yeah, Mr. Crimson, newly family man, obviously congrats.
Here's the thing, right? Because when he leaves, he's got something to look forward to.
Yeah.
When he goes home.
100%.
So that's just even like a bigger of an incentive, and even bigger like confidence boost for him.
Yeah, I wanted one of those jackets, bro.
He does know what he does. He travels around. I'm pretty sure the missus and the son are watching back at home. I hope he doesn't turn his son into a Dowson player. Otherwise, me and him are gonna have some words, man.
Alright, I think I'm good.
I
might be able to do one more Brock. I just needed to drink something. A little bit of caffeine.
So,
well, I have a Coke Zero.
I just don't understand how those characters can actually handle his approach, handle his neutral.
Okay, I'm drinking.
On the ground, he can float. You have to drive, rush.
Counter poke.
Nice answer there.
I think it's
all right.
similar to what we talked about with the Ed, right? Or not the Ed.
Oh, counter poke by Mr. Crimson. Get out of there.
Just get in for free. He's got a lot of options that take away what Terry wants to do. He can't just burn knuckle for free. A lot of the time, the limb's gonna be there, the different power waves, but more whip punishes from Chris CCH will solve all of that.
This is literally what Fudo done yesterday to Mr. Crimson. He found a way, and he turned the burning knuckle. Yeah, he found a drive rush cancel conversion against the limbs, and he just kept adjusting his spacing to kind of counter it.
Yeah, that was an answer. So depending on the spacing and the time, the burn knuckle can snub out some of these limbs. Holding the parry, actually. Finally, let's go.
Get thrown.
Oh, delayed throw there, just in case Chris
get thrown again. Perfect parry. Get slapped. Bro, the also slapping people is so funny. Oh no.
Nice confidence there for Chris to walk forward and actually take the dogfight to him. And that should be the round if he spends the level 3.
That's exactly what he's going to do here. He just wants to secure a whole nother round of decision making, right? I'll sacrifice my meter to ensure that game 1 doesn't end in round 2.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to be greedy with those resources, right? I know you got to play another round. I know Chris has got his CA, and look, he's already been whip punishing with the crouching drive rush cancel. So he'll try and convert something massive early on, and this is what I was talking about. That's one of the things I'm worried about in this matchup here. Good conversion there from Mr. Crimson as well.
Love that. You see the float forward into the float back, literally
okay.
Out that DP. My goodness, and Crimson is throwing more
nice
now
drive.
Rather than putting out limbs, so he doesn't get whip punished as easily as before.
But that can goad Chris CCH into using the power, which he has been doing, but if you float too much, that drive rush is going to come right back in.
You can see now he's switching it up, throwing out the limbs. He doesn't want to get predictable. Those Chris CCH has answers to the various options.
I love this patience. Good discipline there from Chris CCH.
No
Trying to
punish.
navigate that power
Whoa.
situation.
What?
And that's not what he wanted. That was an execution error.
Yeah,
I think he was already holding down back and he just saw the input.
Precisely. The input was behind lock and key. That boy was stored.
He's going to build another power geyser, though. That's
Yep,
the funny
throw.
part.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
the funny part.
He's already got the level 2 back.
Level
and Mr.
2?
Crimson risks
No.
it, wakes up with the level 2.
Oh.
CCH staying crouching, so it whips entirely. Man, the flame.
And that's the thing about Street Fighter 6. You can't be demoralized in that split second because you never know, man. There's enough resources, there's enough serendipitous situations in this game to turn it around for you.
I love that. Putting the power wave on the ground there to stuff Mr. Crimson's drive rush approach after the fireball. And wow!
Crack shoot.
Crack shoot
Throws
with the
in.
heavy. I know it does have those low crush properties, but I haven't seen this matchup quite that often.
There we go. Teleports behind him as well. No reversal there from Chris.
Counter poke set up by Crimson.
And he knew that.
Medium punch,
Oh
fire,
my God.
medium punch,
Punish
slide.
burnt out, and Crimson looked
Oh, Crimson putting it on him.
tempo, especially when he saw Chris was on the back foot.
Well, Chris is being excessively stubborn with the burning knuckles because, like you said before, he's trying to avoid burnout. So you might as well take
Nice
one fight to them, go
uppercut.
forward, see what happens, get that knockdown.
Chris will try to bait something out for Mr. Crimson that time.
What a bait by Crimson. Gets to punish.
There we go. Look, gonna get that target combo to burning knuckle, and he's gonna be in the corner as well. Gonna get some big damage here. Is Chris CCH?
Oh, and just stays true with the meaties. Caught Mr. Crimson maybe backdashing or jumping. Burnuckle at the end, and of course,
Burnuckle and the EX. Match point or CCH.
Turn, and he just DPs through it.
Oh, this round's gonna be rough. If you get your spacing wrong or even throw the wrong fireball, Chris is in there.
Yeah, you can see Mr.
Anti-air.
Crimson is hesitant about throwing anything out now.
Man, I love
Yeah,
the
I
pace
realize
of Chris.
Terry's power geyser does more damage than this level 3, I
An
think.
early conversion into the Yoga Flame here. Mr. Crimson needs to stall time and get some dry gauge back. I don't care how you do it, you need the dry gauge.
Yeah, that perfect parry actually worked out against Chris a little bit, but
Perfect
that
parry?
was gonna work for him.
Ooh, okay. Impromptu conversion there.
Watch your head.
Good. No level 3 though.
Again, he's trying to bait something out.
Floating again. Mr. Crimson anti-airs. Oh, the float. Oh, he was too high. That's why he did parry.
Wasn't afraid of the throw.
Oh,
Chris
oh,
is
level
gonna get
3.
burnt
This
out
should
here.
be pretty much
He
it.
did have another approval, so he's gonna take a sip of water because he's got to make a chief executive officer decision right
He's-
now. What
he's
is it
burnt
gonna
out.
be?
The shareholders together, fam.
Oh, listen.
What are we gonna
Stocks
do?
may go down.
Oh no! Alright, he still eats the fireball damage though. He can't afford to let that happen again. Oh, and he checks the teleport.
He should have did jab in the level 3.
Immediately into something. He does get a juggle point off that forced knockdown to avoid it, but it's so tough to come up with that answer in the moment like that.
I like how he looked up and was like, okay, what should I have done in that situation? What was I planning to do there? Because again, Galson's got some of the slowest fireballs in the game, so they're annoying everybody.
And to be fair, I don't know if he like cancels into a super or like goes into level 3 or something like that off that jab, if it connects off of the juggle. So it's real tough. You're not gonna find yourself in that situation often.
Speaking of which, he's not often in this situation where his actual tournament life could be on the line here, and that is why he's fighting tooth and nail. to make
CCH
sure
try to
he can change
basically
day 3 tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, Crimson's gonna try to slow down this pace. Chris CCH
overhead.
forcing the
Oh,
once again, though, burn knuckle overhead.
Throw.
Trying to throw as well. and the
Burn
burn
knuckle.
after the throw tech. Still coming back. It just
oh
beats
man,
him
CCH is feeling it. Throw. He's gonna throw loop him.
He is not allowing him to breathe. He is literally on him like white on
No.
rice, and the power geyser gonna be a perfect geyser there for Chris CCH, getting that 2-1.
I was wrong.
There. That's much needed, not only for the table, but for the confidence boost there as well. He believes
Yeah.
in this matchup. I think it's dog water, but that's just me.
There's not many fans. But I guarantee you, for SFL, this stage is gonna be
And he showed out
packed.
today, right? Taking down one of the best doll sims in the world. So great stuff to Chris CCH. Really just trying to force the issue. Like at the end of the day, right? Just trying to catch Mr. Crimson off guard. Mr. Crimson wasn't quite ready with like what we saw from Fudo earlier, where he was able to perfect parry on reaction to the burn knuckles. Stuff like that. It just feels like Mr. Crimson not quite has cracked the code on this matchup. And it looks like Chris CCH is much more akin to figuring out what to do and how to go about it.
I know we have Kane in France. Shout outs to Kane. He was part of Street Fighter League Season 1 for Street Fighter 6. He plays a little bit of Terry, but I'm not sure how much Crimson has exposed himself, if he has the time to expose himself to Terry like that. But again, Chris CCH comes with a unique and a very different style of that as well. So he might have been learning on the fly about this character too. But again, I love the way Chris adjusted. I like how he was comfortable at handling and countering the
Yeah, he should have jabbed at level 3. But that was okay.
Heavy burning knuckle.
Once you get that jab, you should level 3.
He had the counter to the limbs at the start with the crouching medium punch. Like, he has the matchup knowledge there, and the plan was executed brilliantly.
Yeah, Super 16 from Chris CCH, closing it out just like you saw there. I wonder if, like, at that burn knuckle spacing, if Crimson could experiment with just, like, some light slides in anticipation of it, you know what I mean? So maybe you don't go super far with, like, a medium or heavy slide so you don't get whiff punished, but it could perhaps interrupt at that timing. So, of course, we do have our interview with this group's winner ready, but we are going to go over the match results real quick.
2-2, 2-1, Mina. Fudo, top of the leaderboard. I thought Fudo was going to come out in losers, but I had him coming out. But I have both Mina and Fudo coming out. It looks like my prediction was correct for this poll, but Fudo for sure is guaranteed to.
He should be ready to speak with Mena RD pretty shortly.
Fudo is pretty much guaranteed to come out of this poll.
Yeah, okay. Mathematically speaking, he's doing pretty well.
And they have not played yet. Menardi and Fudo have not played yet, right? So because of that, there could be some implications that could perhaps switch to
Crimson has one more game.
Maybe taking that first place spot.
And that will be in favor for
Mina has 2 more games. He's going to be playing 2 games tomorrow. He's going to play Fudo. Fudo also has 2 more games, but it's pretty much confirmed that for CCH and for CCH is probably eliminated. He's eliminated. Limestone beat Mina.
2番目リードしてる方と一緒にいらっしゃいまして、メナ RD さんですね。2 times Capcom Cup champion といらっしゃってます。Hello, welcome, good to see you. 2-time champion. Tell me, the group, 2-1. That limestone set dropped with the Bison. What's your character situation right now?
My character situation is very clear. I'll pick whoever I gotta pick to win. And what limestone set? What set was that?
It was the Bison Ken set.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go. We put those things behind us. So,
How does he not remember the set? That was the one he lost.
What's your confidence like? Oh, before that, let me just quickly tell them what I said in Japanese. So, 一体今キャラ状況は一体どうなってる感じかですかって聞いたら、とりあえず使わなきゃいけないキャラを使って勝利を目指すっていう形になってます。で、2番目の質問ですかね。So moving forward, obviously you're 2-1. How do you feel about clearing the group and getting through the tournament? What's your confidence status like right now?
I'm very confident, honestly. I'm playing really well, and I feel really good about my gameplay. And all I have to do is win tomorrow. If I win tomorrow, then everything is good.
基本的に明日勝てばいいって感じでトップ16を目指す形ですから、これからも
So my prediction can still happen, but I think both of them are coming out.
You heard he's going to do his plays game, use whatever character he needs to use to get the W, and move forward like that. So with that said, I think it's time to head back over to the casters desk. Take it away, lads.
Indeed, well done from NRD. As he said, it's simple, right? Win tomorrow, and he's in prime position. That's all he got to do.
My man said, what's that happened? What? He got hit with the...
Yeah. Exactly. My man got neuralized. I don't remember that. But of course, I do want to talk about Red Bull Kumite Paris. Maybe it's back for its epic 10th anniversary this year. Red Bull Kumite will be heading to Paris, France at the iconic... Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it. Do you know how to get this French going? Or not?
Maison
Maison de la...
Well,
Well, some historic venue in France. We'll get somebody that can pronounce that a little bit better later on. It's going to be happening on April 5th through the 6th, so just in one short month, 16 invitational players already.
So I
Have so many players actually announced going to that, and it is the theme of Legends versus the new school, right? We can see Rob TV and L.I. Joe assembling their teams. We're going to have 8 legendary warriors on each side. The format is first to 5 wins. The stakes are higher than ever, and fighting games around the world. Get ready. The ultimate showdown starts at Red Bull Kumite Paris.
I want to put out a public apology to any French fans we have upset. At the Red Bull Kumite team. I wasn't prepared.
Look, I didn't want to butcher it, all right? We were just trying to give it what it deserved, and unfortunately we came up a little bit short. But you know what it is, Red Bull Kumite Paris, and we're going to take a quick break and be back at around, I believe, 14:25 Universal Time. We'll see you then.
They're already here.
Where dreams become reality.
Atalos.
Monster Hunter Bridge.
Monster Hunter. Osaka Kansai.
Show me what you have. What? How silly. Huh? All right. It's my time to shine.
USA.
No, this can't be the end for me.
Here comes a new challenger. Mine wins.
Elena's next. Broad is a bison, babe. What's that? A cyber robot? Guilty? Ace attorney?
Here comes a new challenger. Here comes a new challenger. Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, dang. My PC's almost about to fall off. The heck? Do I not have oh, what group is that? Good.
カプコンカップ11、続いてはグループ F の模様をお届けしてまいります。それではグループ F プレイヤー入場です。
And now it's time to introduce the players from Group F. Let's get them out here for the introduction.
All right, Group F. Dead shock.
まずはアブダビの巨匠ビッグバー
Arabian Cyclone?
From UAE,
The
Abu
biggest
Dhabi,
bird?
the
What the heck?
Big Bird.
What kind of name is that? Who's coming up with these nicknames? Yogi Board, reject.
And now from Taiwan, it's the Hurricane Strike Oil King.
All King fist bumping everyone. Singapore maestro.
The Singaporean maestro. Yes.
Mexico, the Rising Dragon.
Hailing from Mexico.
Bro, wait, hold on. The production team is screwing up.
Velorio.
Because Cream Shima
Jack with the stare. The stare master.
So you don't blink because it's the Stairmaster, Jack.
The gold finger. Sure. Yeah. We'll get the crown. Yeah. I never backing down. I hate this song, but
もうすごい出てくる人みんなすごい人ばっかりというね。
そうですよね。
はい。
キャラノミクスもいいしね、今回も。
そうですね。キャラクターもばらけていて、そんな中で、
はい、
昨日は支援がね輝いていたというところもありますが、
ビッグバード倒し、2-0で勝って強かったですね。
すごかったです。さあ、そしてこのジャックも今日も絶好調。はい、クールジャック。そして。こちらの6名の、プレイヤーによってですね、ここからグループ F 総当たり戦を行っていただいて、上位2名を選出する、その2日目となります。明日が最終日、今日の勝敗でまた総当たり戦の星取り票が変わっていくという状況です。
So yesterday we saw, of course, Yen take the leading strides 2-0 in that score count for the group. Today we don't know what's going to happen here on day 2, but we are along for the ride and everything in it. I don't know what's going to happen, but 2 of these gentlemen will be qualifying for that top 16 on day 4 today and tomorrow's penultimate group matches. Enjoy the show, guys. But now it's time to hand over to the casters momentarily.
さあ、それでは選手の皆さんにはスタンバイをしていただきたいと思います。お願いいたします。
Alright, players on standby at the ready. Thank you very much.
さあ、そしてこのグループ F の熱い戦いをさらに盛り上げてくれる実況席の皆さんにお渡ししたいと思います。お願いします。
Alright, and to call the action, we need our very important voices of Ryan
but looking at the stat line, which we'll see in just a bit, man, it is so tightly close-knit. Before we get into it, obviously, my name is Vicious. Ringe is doing double duty right now. He's killing it.
Yeah, I had to go over here, but, you know, it's all good. We're back at it. Back-to-back blocks, and it's Ringe and Vicious bringing y'all Group F. Very privileged.
Ringe and
the commentators
Vicious.
Group, one of the most stacked, if not the most stacked bracket of all the groups here at Capcom Cup. And we saw in the first day, right, just like every other group, there's not going how we expected it to entirely.
Right. I mean, we've seen a couple of mix-ups in terms of character selection as well, but just looking at the current roster, obviously this is all Rob TV's fault.
Yeah, it do be like that. Shout-outs, Rob, but, you know, maybe not shout-outs to you, Rob. Maybe not shout-outs
Depending,
after
it's all about perspective nowadays, if you think about it. Big Bird, Oil King, Cien, Uriel Velorio, Jack, and Lashar, man.
And we saw Jack take down Lashar yesterday, right? An incredible performance and going at 1-1 overall, as I believe he did fall later on. Okay, we're actually going to get the results right here on the screen now, right? Jack did fall to Oil King despite defeating Lashar 2-0 as well, right? So you can see the round differential. It's very close going into this. Shien had a dominant performance yesterday, has a +3 off of a 2-0, but Big Bird at 1-1, Jack at 1-1, and both +1. So this is going to be a big day to determine going into the final day.
No doubt. The only person that's only going to be playing once this time around for today is, in fact, Oil King, which leads me to believe that he might be sticking it out with Rashid the entire time, just looking at the matchup spread. Before we get into that, obviously, Uriel Velorio to start us off against Lashar, going to be pretty explosive considering how much...
Big Bird and Cien.
Jack versus Cien to follow suit, obviously going to be pretty explosive. Big Bird versus Uriel Velorio, it does not stop when it comes to the animosity between the two as well. Lashar, then Oil King, as well as Jack again to round it off against Big Bird at the very end.
And Lashar, you can see he is 6th in the group right now. Who would have thought Lashar going into day 2 would be last place in the group? You just don't see that being a reality. But we are going to get our first match. He's going to have an opportunity to make up some of that ground and rise in the ranks. The Goldfinger himself, DRX Lashar, going up against Uriel Velorio, the Rising Dragon. This could be an explosive match, to say the least.
Yeah, I feel like that's all the way through. There's just different varieties of explosives that are going to be used in regards to how they play it, right? I feel like Lashar has done a really great job of trying to contain some of the wild variables that have been out in, like, Street Fighter League Japan, out in his World Warriors as well, or in general, right? I think he's done a great job of trying to stop things that get out of hand. But Uriel Velorio, he does not give a damn.
No, not at all, right? He is one of the aggressive kings when it comes to Street Fighter 6. He's honestly, people will try to say just wild, not calculated or whatnot. No, he is very calculated as a player, right? It's just in an aggressive nature. He's looking to force decisions. He's looking to up the tempo, but he does it in such a smart way, and he knows when to put the brakes on. He knows when he's annoyed you enough to actually start getting into the mud with him, and he cleans it up real fast out of that.
I'm glad you talk about like the numbers and the mechanical aspects of it all too, but when it comes to the emotions, he does not really fret, I feel like, in that regard. He's always having fun no matter what. We have a lot of experience with this cat, being able to talk to him in and out of tournaments. He's having fun through and through, so how do you even like try to dampen or dishearten the type of tactics and strategies he's looking to implement in a type of matchup like this, especially with so much on the line? You gotta feel, I think, Lashar having more pressure on his shoulders with a chip on his shoulders going forward into game 1. And speaking of, let's get into it.
Perfect parry by Lashar. Perfect parry again. He's this is a
things that Uriel is going to be looking for. He's holding the parry right there just to see if Lashar was going to let the flicker rock. But yeah, he needs to get a hot start, slow down Uriel, and try to force a pace that he's more
oh, Lashar is very good with the what whiff punish.
He's looking for ranges where he can easily snipe out your limbs. Here we go.
I want to see how Uriel kind of deals with that, right? He could get the step kick. There's Dragon Lashes. Ken's has the place. And the jump, of course, the classic, to just get past something like the flicker. And Lashar, we saw him get punished by that a couple of times from Jack in the matchup yesterday as well with the jumps.
Yeah, I wonder if Uriel taking some notes in regards to some of the jumping angles he can take advantage of against Ed, where he's not going to be as sharp for the anti-air. But right now, there's a lot of space between the two. Lashar initiating the pressure, drive rush back-to-back into the forward throw. He gets the follow behind the spark and lead the charge with that.
And a very slow match, right? We're already in the 30 seconds. Both players trying to fill each other out in the
Dark Owl, what's good?
Immediate drive reversal to take away the plus frame.
So smart too.
We surviving.
Can necessarily hold the corner up close. He could back away and do damage that way with some of his
I'm on my old man time.
Uriel is too predictable, but from further ranges, yeah, Uriel is hugging the corner. He doesn't mind that being at the deficit.
I'm doing good.
Back-to-back jump. Exactly what we were talking about.
You know, we're surviving.
You know he's gonna spend it. What an explosive
Yep, new setup.
Incredible stuff from Uriel right there. He saw the
New setup. We also are streaming in 1440p. So yeah, we got a new setup. we're not finished with it yet, so we got a lot of stuff that's out. I still need to mount this camera, so I'll be going with the dual camera setup. So I have an actual official camera now. I have a really big desk. I have a 40-inch ultra-wide monitor that I'm watching Street Fighter on. Lighting studios. I need to get some curtain for my windows. Probably some. I'm gonna get some RGB lights for around the curtains. I need to get a bed. Still, I'm not sleeping. I don't have a bed yet, so I'm literally sleeping on the floor right now. It's fine, which is fine with me. And I'm sleeping on the floor with a bunch of decorations. So I have this poster, the Street Fighter thing that I gotta put up in my room. Yeah, we got a new setup. New setup. Decent new some small upgrades to the PC. I'm thinking about doing another upgrade tomorrow. They're supposed to be they're supposed to be dropping the 97 XT. But I kind of want to get one, but I'm not sure. Because they're 500, but I just literally just bought a new, rather like not new. So I don't know. I do want to see if I can go get an RTX, no, not RTX, a AMD Radeon 90. Yeah, it's apparently it's equivalent to the 40 series. But I literally just got a 3080. If I would have known that, I would have got the 3080 that I got. Because the 3080 that I have, it runs pretty loud.
Okay, what a time to dash out. Lashar really sniping out these moments to thread the needle.
And I would just probably just sell the 3080 that I got. And then just use that money for the 9070 XT, 9700 XT. But my only thing is the 9700. I'm not too sure about the content creation side of it, but I don't know. I might. Yeah. Well, the 3080 runs well. The only problem is, like I said, it's very loud. And I don't like my system running loud. It runs a bit louder because of the single fan card. But I also have access to a lot of the NVIDIA stuff too, so the NVENC encoder and all the other stuff. But I think AMD has their own encoder as well too. You're far from one. Bro, I hate it. Just because I worked in IT does not mean I know everything about computers. My mom swears up and down that I know everything about computers. I said, yes, I built a couple of PCs. You know everything. What a perfect parry. This is gonna kill him. Level 2. Oh, since I got a new I got a new motherboard, I need to, my Windows key is not activated. Hold on, put the camera back on her. I'm trying to see what she looked like.
I'm loving the way that he's playing right now. He feels like a lot more confident as a player. But granted, we only saw him play one game, so yeah, kind of hard to really thoroughly like back that statement.
100%, and yeah, I think Urdio was just so concerned with the chip outright because, I mean, Ed does have a tremendous chip potential. So I don't know if he was expecting like a drive rush and he thought that LaShawn was just going to try to bulldog him down from that range, but definitely was a bit of an ambitious reversal level 1 after the fireball. Nonetheless, though, that's the type of things that happen on these stages. But big stuff from LaShawn right there, being able to bounce back. He's obviously one of the favorites, not only to make it out of this group, but to go extremely far in the entirety of the singles tournament here at Capcom Cup. So I know a lot of his fans that we see in the crowd already holding up the LaShawn signs. They're going to be
LaShawn
today too.
Yeah, but Udio Valorio, I mean, he's still going to be very much so in the running. He has another game to play later on against Big Bird. I was actually kind of surprised. We're more so used to seeing Udio take some more like explosive reversal. I mean, that was one of them, but I feel like in more like close quarters combat, and when Lashar's trying to go for like a strike throw mix up, he would bust out with like an OD or like a level 3. There was an opportunity where I felt like he would have been able to do so and get the round back, get the game back, etc. And I think that was
when was this listed?
Round 1. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, but either one of those, and either way,
It's variety. I kind of want to.
At the end of that round right there, he might have been expecting the level 2 cancel. I think since the level 2 is a projectile, it should still beat the level 1, but maybe the startup of it actually would lose to the reversal. I think that's actually what Uriel was looking for, the level 2 cancel.
Zen was my not Zen.
And now our president is going to be the
he's the rank 1 right now currently. But he was my pick to come out of the pools. I said he was going to come out and did I say he was going to come out of winners or losers? I know most people saw like Lashar or whatnot, but the Zen is one of those players. He did really well at Capcom Cup last year too. He's one of those players that the minute he gets in the Capcom Cup, he is going to do really well because he's very well prepared. He always prepares very well. And so that is why I picked him to come out of this pool. I don't know if it was winners or losers, but I definitely picked him to come out because he's always prepared, and he comes. It shows that. Now winning. I think they're using PCs. It's funny though. So to qualify for the offline event, you have to play on PS5. But when you get to the cup, you're playing on PC. I wish there was a standard for Capcom Pro Tour. Fireball. Jack ain't got no anti-air deep. Okay. Convert. Throw. Level 1. Refresher is in X.
Kind of a little bit of an introductory phase, but we'll see what the adjustments are going to be made. Counter hit, just beat him to the punch, or I guess the elbow.
That's I call that state of the art PCs. The thing is, you don't really need state of the art PCs to run fighting games. You could literally run a 2060, maybe even a 1660 with a Ryzen 3 or something, 3600 and 3600X, and that'll be fine enough to run Street Fighter 6 and at a decent frame rate and decent graphics. So it'll probably be like at a medium or something like that. It doesn't require much to run this game, and then maybe have like 8 gigabytes of RAM. 1660s aren't that much. With different specs.
He did get put into just CA range. That would have been the extra bonus damage. Any hit, honestly, would have spelled the end
Well,
for Xian off that CA.
if they keep it consistent, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, people play on different specs for PC. He said I'm playing on a Ryzen 7, not a Ryzen 5 5600X 3D with. Granted, I probably should have got a standardized tournament monitor, but man, do I love this ultra wide for productivity.
That's the thing with Xian, right? He's such a good in and out type player, always mixing up the rhythm, never really autopiloting a specific tempo in the match, and because of that, it's very hard to catch on to his decision making, catch on to when you can actually find whiff punishes and anticipate certain options. Give me that. Just like that right there, right? Using the forwarded.
But I don't think it would really matter anyway, because you're not specs really don't matter when it comes to Street Fighter, because the game is locked at 60 FPS. Well, you can run the game at a higher frame rate, but it doesn't change the in-game combat. So if you set the game to have higher frame rate, it doesn't change the actual gameplay, because the game is set to 60 frames. Like, you cannot make Street Fighter run at like 250 frames or something like that, something crazy. So it really wouldn't matter anyway. Like I said, you just need a 60 frames per second. DJ knee. No punish. That's the double D crouching fierce. That's what I call that. The Eddie double D crouching fierce. DJ feels as if he's a character from Ed, Edd and Eddy. All of his moves just look like they come from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Level 3.
While in burnout, level 3, you gotta do it, understandably so. You do put Xian in a pretty close situation towards that burnout, but primarily you
yep.
You still get to force it. Yeah, you sure do.
And we saw Xian, I believe he went with the tap parry right there, a little bit of the late tap parry to bring himself out, and Jack with
crouching
the
fierce.
proper to stay alive in the set.
That's the buff.
Love that addition to being able to bounce with that roundhouse.
So that's the jury buff.
Jack, I'm never gonna stop saying just a kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can call me out, Chad. It's fine. I'm messing up. That's my bad.
Oh my goodness, and just too far away after that jump in.
Level 3. Drive rush is 100%.
Damn, 50%. Also checking the walk back with the sweeps. I'm loving that. Perfect parry.
You know about Double D and Eddie though. Yeah, that drive rush looks like Ed.
Very important tech for Xian to space with the toe box.
That drive rush is definitely Ed.
Oh, nice job though, sequencing the normals. I wonder if Xian tried to reversal crouch heavy punch. It's a very popular strat for DJ. Just got beat by a quicker button that time.
Water, H2O, gravy.
We haven't actually seen that overhead being exercised from Xian thus far.
That jump fierce. The jury jump fierce. Oh, slash. There it goes.
Oh, he does get him in burnout. Both players now in it. Jack finally.
Oh.
Oh no!
No way. He could have just waited for the.
I told you, Sin's a professional. He is a professional. He basically qualified. He's 3-0. Mine's not bad. Xiao Hai used my. No, nephew also used mine.
Looked like he got a little impatient at the end, tried to force getting into that close proximity a little bit too hard.
Bro, yesterday was so terrible. I don't know what it was, but yesterday Capcom Cup, I was like, okay, bet I'll get on. Well, obviously I had to fix my setup and whatnot. Oh no, he gaining weight. He's definitely kind of fat. He's gained some weight.
Jack still showed a a great fight in this one. Chien still able to clutch it out and continue his dominant performance in this group. And I mean, it is not an easy group to be dominant in. Let me tell you what.
Now just a kid. Sorry, Jack. Man, I'm gonna get fired if I keep saying.
Let me see. Did I have him come out?
I gotta read it. I gotta learn to read again.
You say he's had a few bunchy meals, as have I. You just gotta think about that. Use that correlation in your head right there. You know what I'm saying? Jack doing his thing, but you can see, right, the dash forward, committing to that. And as you mentioned, he had the jury fireball out. He could have waited for him to at least block that, use that a little bit to advance forward safely as well. Again, the impatience just gets the best of you sometimes. Sometimes you're a little bit too thirsty for the kill.
Yeah, it was definitely in sight. Like, he had it on his scope. He had the fireball just waiting and creeping. I feel like that could have been his. Should have been his. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but it's neither here nor there. What is here right now are the players that are coming up to the stage already seated. Big
Where
Bird
is
versus
nice
Uriel Velorio. Now, right out the gate, your first thing that comes to mind, Big Bird has a training partner like Angry Bird. Right?
After a while.
That's a good point.
No, I don't think she's been figured out. Well, for base strategy, it's been figured out, but in terms of the character, I think she has room to grow. She has a lot of stuff that people just aren't willing to use.
Has been one of the best players since the launch of Street Fighter 6, and he's been primarily playing Ken since the beginning. And obviously, those two are so close knit.
We're happy to see
in everything outside of actual blood. So there's going to be so much time up against this character. Uriel's got to get real unorthodox, right? He's got to think outside the box. He's got to do stuff that's going to frustrate Big Bird. He's got to make decisions where Big Bird's going to respond to that with, why would you ever do that? He's got to put him on tilt. Otherwise, Big Bird's just going to be too practiced in this matchup to take an L.
I will say there are moments on the big stage where some players even forget how to optimize at one point. I mean, Big Bird had said it himself over on X. He talked about it. It's like, you know, there could have been a moment where I had done target combo into level 1 or build up to level 1 and actually kill.
Yeah, she has a lot of small optimization stuff that using the vid tricks that players just aren't. A lot of characters have optimization stuff that players don't even want to attempt to do because there's no reason not to do it. This is why I hope Capcom nerfs a lot of the stuff in the game to force players to become better. So I hope they remove big throw loops. Not a thing to force players' hands, and I hope they also make drive rushing a low forward not plus on block. I think that would then make players have to think differently and think outside of the box.
Already thirsty for some of the gauge there. Big Bird still in the orange. Uriel Velorio gets the strike first. There was a lot of handshaking with the normals right out the gate. Oh,
I love that.
That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, very practice scenario from Uriel, obviously, knowing that the
You can't punish that.
But believe that was supposed to be just a regular kick button. Happens sometimes, the storage inputs.
Yeah, it's all about the basics, yeah.
Important tech with the OD fireball. I love that. Such a smart decision for Big Bird. Let's throw it again. Dash up, apply the pressure. You thought it was your turn to try to tech this. Not quite. Slight shimmy with the crouching jab to finish.
Yeah, people love throwing projectiles after a tech throw, right? So when you got two projectile characters, it's smart to throw the OD. Just out-prioritize Uriel's entirely, but Uriel, priority necessary here. The meaty step.
Show you can.
He's showing him different looks. And look at that, the frame kill. A meaty stand, medium punch, gets a link, no counter hit necessary. And what a round.
Big Bird's in second place.
He guessed correctly every sequence. Every single sequence. Big Bird got counter hit. Big Bird tried to move out of the way. All of the meaties had connected. But now we might just see that from the side of Big Bird. Block on the overhead, very important. Uriel, he tried to get past it. He saw the parries. He thought it was his time to go. Back to back containment, at least from the spinning mixer. But Uriel getting knocked down after the Shoryu. Here comes the throw loops potentially. Ooh, barely missed the mark.
Oh yeah, I guess he was actually too far. He's probably too far to actually get the throw, but also too far to get hit by that counter to the throw. So fortunate from Uriel. Oh, he wants to get him to reach, but disciplined defense, empty jump setup regardless, you still get something. Throw as well, Big Bird's trying to make the most, try to stay aggressive during this burnout time. Uriel sticks in some damage, and he actually baited it out. Big Bird, I think he thought that no way you wouldn't continue to press your advantage after hitting me with the overhead, but Uriel puts the brakes on. Big Bird can only give
$69.99.
Uriel takes the first game.
What may be on paper may not be what it seems in the mind of Uriel Velorio. He understands how to break the strategies of well-renowned players. This is truly evident right now with that big one next to his name. Big Bird had such a fantastic start. That uppercut hit for so far away. And that was the thing, a walk up into it from Big Bird. I didn't see a counter hit. I didn't see punish counter.
He thought he just whipped the jab and he thought he could get closer without actually having to be connected by the DP. That was rough for Big Bird.
Go man, yo.
Back against the wall here. Big Bird looking like he playing a little pissed off, if I say so myself.
A little bit annoyed.
I think he was angry.
He's Angry Bird now?
Oh, my man, yeah. It's a
Drives in,
absorb the brethren.
throws him. Big Bird.
Does Angry Bird go by the angriest bird on his title also? I don't think so.
I win. He's the robot,
Okay.
but I like the angriest bird.
Should have been that way. All
The
right.
biggest bird. I don't know. Who's coming up with these nicknames though?
Not gonna make the most of it.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Some of these nicknames are trash. Why they call Big Bird the biggest bird? I told you. I said if I get in the cup and it's in Japan again, I better have a sick name.
And Big Bird was able to punish it with a jab. If Uriel actually committed to the second,
Maybe they call me
to think about going forward. Oh, there's some parries afterwards. He's very low on drive gauge as well. He's gonna spin it. He does the level 2 to keep one.
I think it would be cool if I had like like something like the supercomputer or something. That could be my name, or the human supercomputer. That'd be dope.
This is what you need to do. Throw off Big Bird's game. This is not how Angry Bird usually goes about sequencing his offense.
This man is actually the GOAT for that.
Oh man, no whiff punish by Big Bird, but gets checked. Overhead,
Right now,
Jinrai. Oh, okay. Big Bird stabilizing, gets out of the corner, throws. Here comes the no level 2. I thought he was gonna throw it.
still got a long
Perfect parry, nice. Double.
And of course, he's gonna cover his bases if you jump out of the throw. I still
Nope.
got that. Baits out
He's
the
dead.
DP as well. Big Bird got all
Bro, Uriel.
to send this to
Why would you do that, bro? Okay.
what an
That's how you know somebody just wants to win.
Great, honestly. When it hits around 3, I thought it was gonna start
When it hits those situations like that,
to be able to tilt him successfully after that previous round and the way he won it, but Big Bird showing why he's got
Big Bird stabilizes.
finalist pretty much everywhere he's ever competed.
Throw attack.
coverage over in the corner, right? He had his option select down just in case.
Oh, okay.
And also the big read on the
Double
right.
DI
Double
puts him out.
to erase the drive gauge from
Ooh,
the side
ooh,
of the Valoria.
ooh,
We're seeing a
ooh,
lot of grade,
ooh,
we see a lot of
yeah.
damage. Either chip, either
Throw.
throw. Either way, you're still
This could be a ending round for Big Bird. Maybe I would have liked to see one more chipped out and then go for it.
So he's got to hold all this. I love that Big Bird didn't immediately go to a DI, right? He
Yeah.
really maximized that burnout time. But whoa, fakes out the safe jump and Uriel waking up with a button. He's got a shot.
Does that work?
Something out and Big Bird was more than ready for it. Wake up crouch, medium kick, set point.
not enough moisturizer on the table. I'll tell you what, man. He was
Reject
great.
Big Bird.
So much damage and spent so much
They're both.
time in that corner.
Wait, nah, bro. Here comes the level 2 by Big Bird. Gets the Yasar into low forward. He still has the Yasar. He's gonna come in. Does the
He beat the Jin Rai. It looked like Uriel did actually go for a follow-up, but it got stuffed by that medium kick.
go in, yo?
Needs a strike or a throw one more time. Uriel woke up with the back.
Yep.
Drive reversal offensively. Beautiful.
Go in, yo, and the
right
perfect.
there. And when it comes to the drive reversals, we've seen it a couple of times, right? When you try to drive reversal a drive rush cancel string in reaction to the drive rush cancel, if they go with a light, your drive reversal is not going to work. You
Big
have
Bird
to
with the
commit to fact that
snapback.
Just drive reversal out of the button. As soon as you see the button, as soon as you're in that block stun, you have to immediately commit to the drive reversal to get him off, and that's exactly what Big Bird did. Super well done.
So smart. That's the closest match we've had thus far, by the way. Even yesterday's matches were a lot of 2-0s, but this one, again, could have gone either way. But looking at it, too, it's been a real game of inches in regards to the way that they've been encountering each other, both in the neutral when they get closer to start to shake hands with the normals, but when it comes to the corner game from both ends, man, it is terrifying. It is truly a suspenseful thriller the way that they've been fighting.
Yeah, both of these characters and both of these players as well, just masters at manipulating their opponent, and in the corner, their offense is suffocating And you can see it on display from both sides here. And of course, remember, this went to the final game. I'm not sure it went to the final round, but this is all about round differential. It's all about the points that build up to
Yep.
it, right? So Big Bird is going to need these clean victories to try to establish a victory out of here.
Yeah, on the offhand too, with Uriel being now 0-2, he's still scraping a couple of wins within the set to at least have a fighting chance going into
Yep.
game 3. But Uriel, he's going to be done for the day. I do believe Big Bird is going to be our final matchup. Before even that happens, we have Lashar versus Oil King. Now, you and I had talked about this. Oil King bringing out the Mai. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not too familiar. I'll be real transparent with you. I mean, she's only been out for what, maybe like a month or so, maybe a couple of weeks. I can't do the math. That's not my job. But I'll tell you what, though, what is my job is to talk to you about Lashar and his progress thus far. He's the one that we call one of the, you know, the gold finger, right? Generational talent, right? The definition of that. But for the most part, I'd imagine Rashid just might be the choice either way.
Yeah, I'm definitely expecting Oil King to start with the Rashid, right? I think he's going to be familiar with the Ed matchup enough. Ed is an extremely popular character in Asia, so he's gotten plenty of experience against it. And his Rashid, that is his tried and true, right? That is the character that he made his name on in Street Fighter V. So that's the character he's going to want to continue with here to start. Maybe I think Mai is more for like the Guiles or some of the other characters that perhaps could sprout up throughout Capcom Cup. But right now,
Rashid
most likely
does well against. I think he does well against Gao.
There's so many players at the top level playing both of these characters. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the upper hand in this specific match.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, this group alone, you will see that numerous times over throughout the week. But man, it's been so difficult to call consistently. I think everybody's been playing with certain expectations in their minds and been kind of second themselves out. We saw that kind of happen with Lashar previously. He only had one game to play and he got shut out. Now what happens when he gets to recover from all that time to think and watch how he lost to go into something like this where he has to play over twice against someone like Oil King. Now, Oil King, looking at it as well, he's in a really comfortable spot, or a decently comfortable spot, sitting at 1-1, being able to now get away from the mirror matches throughout the entirety of the week. I think that's pretty important to note, right? He doesn't have to rely on a different type of look. He gets to now run his game plan the way he wants to.
Man, the intros rock as well, pleasing the crowd.
Oh, bro. I've been trying to search for some extra furniture. My deals with Gao. She has like EX fan. I don't know. The problem is I don't know any matchups with Mai, and that is a problem.
I love that from Oil. He's just been taking that sweep conversion off of the punish counter, really setting himself up for Prime Oki afterwards.
That medium kick is such a great counter poke tool as well. For multiple
The reason Nephew was using Mai was because Jury is a tough matchup for Gao. Gao Jury is a tough matchup for Jury. I misspoke. So, of course, he would use Mai. But Nephew kind of plays Mai similar to how he plays Jury. He just plays Mai like she's just another Jury. Whoa. What a shimmy. Nope. Taps, parries.
He's got 2 bars. He's trying to bait out a super. He doesn't want to just commit. You can see, right? Jabbing with true strings and then waiting.
Oh.
From the corner, though, the wall cling is not anti-aired. Again, Lashar, he's had trouble, honestly, anti-airing throughout.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Lashar? This is surprising for me to see him not anti-air consistently.
My man had the idle animation. That's it. My man Rashid was dancing over there.
Man, okay, did the taunt? Nah, ain't no way he said it did the taunt.
And Lashar, yeah, we gotta find some answers to this aerial game. Whether it be air to airs, he's tried to dash under a few times.
Crouching medium kick and the convert.
Beat to the button once the opponent lands after that. It's been a real tough go of it.
Really feels that way too. We talked about the containment. Okay, wait a minute. He still can't snipe out Oil King. He's had so many free escapes out of the corner. Jump all the way down, actually. Got the punish counter. Oil King had pressed the button.
You know, my man Lashar was like, what am I supposed to do, Ringe? I tried uppercut, I tried air to air. You told me both of those, they didn't work. Oh, man, no way punish on that attempt. Had to be an
I think he was looking for that was an execution error. That was He was looking for to punish the DP. That right there was specific tech to try to punish the DP or the drive reversal. So he did level 1 to punish that. That's what he was looking for. That was an execution error.
Right now, Oil King, he was trying to snipe out that limb. He missed his opportunity with a sweep, a little bit too slow.
Job for tomorrow. Already? He's sitting work for you. No way. If a boss was already sitting me work like that, yeah, he's gonna throw loop him.
One more time to secure it. So we thought.
Of course.
That is much more potent of a mix-up. The instant overhead, the jump back.
He had 6 bars, level 3. Oil King decided that the executive decision was to take too many throws.
Yeah. Lashar dropped the first round, then responding by not getting hit in consecutive rounds. My goodness. And
You're gonna do that on national TV?
you're legitimately actually on national TV in Japan.
Crouching
right now.
fierce.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, to be honest with you, man. I gotta say, that's rude.
You can see, right, Lashar starting to dash under these jump ins. He didn't try to immediately press the button because he got hit previously in a different game. So yeah, he's been adjusting these anti-air strats, but I feel like I haven't seen him struggle to anti-air before this event. It's been strange to me.
You know, I want to believe that as well, but there's been like a couple of talks. I talked to like Jack about that. He's like, you know, primarily my strategy against him is just to keep jumping.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Jack said yeah, Lashar can't anti-air consistently? That's crazy.
See if that comes to fruition. Yeah, being able to cover that, not too bad. Oil King with a big bust out, but very low on the drive gauge, so you know he's going to be backing away. He doesn't want to suffer any blocks, force himself into burnout.
We work retail.
Not risking any parries on the jump ins as well, right? I guess this doesn't want to risk getting empty jump thrown.
Yeah, I never worked retail, but I did do
First blood to get the knockdown.
customer service.
But does not. Very disciplined defense from Lashar.
So I worked at a Jimmy John's. I worked at IHOP.
Have issues anti-airing, right? But Lashar has just been so good. He's usually made up for that.
I worked at GameStop.
Into the ODDP. No escape when you're
We're trying working at GameStop.
out anyway.
I liked it. I know some people don't like it because of certain aspects of the job, but I liked working at GameStop. Wait a minute, I did work retail. I'm tripping. GameStop is retail. What the heck? I worked. Yeah, I know. I said that. I was tripping. I corrected myself.
Definitely like him finding his groove with that now.
No way you caught that and the juggle.
I caught that.
Recognizing everything, force knockdown, juggle points, all of that.
I did. I was thinking. I was listening to the restaurant industry jobs that I had, and I was like, oh, let me GameStop. GameStop is retail. Duh.
Oil King trying to counterpoke. This might just be it, Ringe.
Yeah, indeed. And look, he's staying at a distance to where he can anti-air
But yeah.
consistently if Oil King does jump. Somehow, some way, though, it ended up reaching into the tornado. Got clipped still with a prominent lead, though. Yeah, uppercut. See, that's what we said. He's not going to get outright.
They never hired you?
He does use the air cyclone to avoid it. That time,
Yeah.
does chase it down properly with the air-to-air.
And Target too.
We saw it
Yeah.
early, but he got the vaccine for that real quick.
They do if you want to work at GameStop, the best time to work there is during the holidays, because that's when they're looking for people.
Odio and Oil King
That's when I was working there. But it's also the best and the worst time to work there,
are now sitting at a record.
because you're working during the holidays.
Oil King, though, however,
If you don't mind
a little bit rough.
giving up your Thanksgiving, then sometime after Christmas and stuff like that, then yeah, that's the best time to work there. And then from there you transition into part-time after, depending on how you do during seasonal. I was supposed to go back, but I never did go back. So I went back for 2 holiday seasons, 2 or 3 holiday seasons, and I was supposed to come back as a part-time employee, but that kind of fell through.
Yeah, and Oil King again. I mean, as much as you can practice against all the players around the world, I'm sure he has access to the Japanese CFN too. There's just something different about Lashar in regards to dismantling the way that you want to play offensively too. And I think
Is there a point? I still think having physical stores is good. The problem with GameStop is that the business model is kind of bad. As someone that works on the other side of it, the metrics that they use just to try to push is very, very
They're more so for like counter poking, right? He has
unreasonable.
fireball, but Lashar's just been so potent against the fireball strategy that he's just been able
And so it leads to a lot of situations where
to see throughout his career.
Yeah, absolutely.
a lot of the stores aren't making money, so they're susceptible to going out of business. And it doesn't help when you have the CEO making stupid financial decisions when it comes to the money, putting GameStop in NFTs and all this other stuff. I have no problem with cryptocurrencies. In fact, I own crypto. Problem is 99% of crypto / NFTs or whatever is a scam. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get scammed and you're gonna get rug pulled. And so, yeah. Well, most CEOs aren't putting their money in crypto scams. We'll say that.
Absolutely. So that alone is super important for Jack, right?
I don't think the Target and Walmart CEO are putting themselves in crypto scams. And then they're so out of touch too.
He needs to get as many pluses on his round differential as possible because Xian is sitting at +5 right now, having not dropped a lot.
GameStop could be
it's going to be very unlikely that he doesn't make it out.
The best store when it comes to
need to be dominant or else it's going to be looking long.
All your gaming needs. They just have to make a lot of changes, man. For starters, I think they have to ditch the pro card metric, because if it basically forces it, you're at that point you pretty much become a used car salesman just to keep your job. If you don't meet your goals with pro cards, you're gonna get chewed out. So I think they need to stop with that metrics. The faster that it game.
Jack made the most of it. He's actually made this a lot closer of a round than we saw when it started, and has taken the lead just barely slightly. Oh, and then letting go of the parry, getting the perfect one back.
It's wild to me that Jack has played the exact same way since the beginning of the game. He has to change his gameplay.
Oh, they try to drive reversal. He did actually get the punish up though. It was too far. Remember, drive reversal is only -6.
It's a point reward system, but then they also have the pro where you have to pay for the membership, and you get some type of perks, such as you get a $5 coupon each month. So the way we were told to sell it, you're like, hey, you get a $5 coupon each month. You also get 10% extra on your tradings, and you also get discounts in the store. So you're essentially, if you buy this today, it's $14.99. It pays for itself. And then another trick that they would tell you to do is, you could be like, hey, you can ring up stuff, and you can scan a pro card and be like, hey, this is what your savings will be if you were a pro card member. Would you like to consider being a pro card member? They all suck. Yeah.
Man, that could have been deadly. Oh, and he does it again, and we're gonna get to see that now. And now that he did it on the second time and gets that one baited, it's gonna result in burnout after this level 3 as well.
For Risu to the fast food chain. Not all of them. McDonald's has a great system. I'm not gonna lie. McDonald's, their points reward system. Whataburgers is pretty good too. Whataburger. Whataburger.
Chip him all the way out. Big Bird, of course, already readying up. I like Jack taking a moment, compose himself, not let the adrenaline get too much in control. Oh, that was almost such a clean whip punish from Big Bird. Slightly late that time, though. Knew Jack was going to be sniffing for a forward throw.
Yeah, still being able to cover the whip throw. Jack trying to jump out of the way. He selected that parry. Drive rush right into the fierce from Big Bird. A couple more throws will do it as well. Meaty crouch medium. A perfect.
Yeah, Whataburger you always constantly get. Yeah, the McDonald's. So when I went to CEO, we had Not all of them. So yeah, yeah. When I went to CEO, it was very expensive to eat there, in general, in Florida. Even the McDonald's. But because I had the app, I was able to save money. I was like, oh man, I want a 20-piece chicken nugget. Oh, here's this coupon or whatever for a 20-piece chicken nugget. McDonald's does the $1 fry a lot. Every Friday, it's a $1 fry. And they used to have the buy one get one free entree. Bro, we're talking about food and we're supposed to be watching the matches. Jack looks like he might upset, but nope, he's not. He got level 2. Yeah. That's for a heavy punch, not for a heavy kick.
Fakes the safe jump, goes low with the empty, and Big Bird's gonna be able to build to another level 2 here. Are we gonna need it? It's the level 1 for the kill. Big Bird keeping his hopes alive.
But as I was saying earlier, it's a shame that Jack has not changed the way he plays since the beginning of the game. The problem is the game doesn't force you to do that. He's still the same player that he's been since the beginning of the game. Outside of maybe one or two feng shuis. But he still does the same feng shui stuff. I don't think I've seen him add anything new to his game. It's just crazy. There's no reason not to, though.
Something you don't often see, and because of that, the dive kick did not connect afterwards properly. Good job, Jack, letting go of the parry right there, not getting punch counter thrown. Oh,
when did his career start off? During Street Fighter 5. It was 5. He used to go by the name Because I'm Batman before he went by Just a Kid. Yeah, he has a horrible way. He has a horrible track record when it comes to naming himself. That was his first name, was Because I'm Batman. No joke. It was terrible. It was a terrible name. The only reason I know is because I used to watch the Red Bull Proving Grounds back in the day, and he was playing on that against Cool Kid and all the. I guess I'm no better. Hey, at least Night Owl / Dark Owl is a lot better than Because I'm Batman. That's a stupid name. No one can tell me otherwise. I'm sorry. That is a dumb name.
Oh my goodness! I don't know. Did Jack commit to a button in the air? I'm not even sure.
Now Jack is better. Night Owl.
Very strange, but all that meter is gone now. We're in the final round.
That's kind of rough.
I mean, it has to be.
Oh no! This could be the start of Big Bird's victory.
I'm trying to think. It's a knockoff Batman.
Oh man! And Jack, yeah, he's got to do it right. CA, when you're that low on drive gauge, you got to bring yourself back into the match.
That's it.
At following up this CA with proper offense, you need the drive gauge to do it.
Yeah, closer. Night Owl is a comic book character, but I'm not sure which one is. I'm not sure. I know. I remember hearing the name. I'm trying to think where I heard it off of. But I remember hearing the name. But it's definitely a knockoff Batman. Okay, the Court of Owls. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I know it has something to do with comics.
Trying to think what happened with that level 3 as well. Maybe it was the fierce read. Maybe he had like been moving forward a little bit, so when he did another quarter circle forward, he got super instead of the spin mixer, the H spin mixer.
Oh, okay.
Could have been a couple of things for sure, but regardless, Big Bird did not let that carry over into the next round, right? When we talk about the short-term competitive mindset, you can't get bogged down.
I'm not gonna lie, I have my share of dumb names too,
Your opponent making a decision that you find wild or dumb, like if Big Bird just puts
where I was trying to brand myself. It was very hard.
You actually see that towards the end of it. You see him kind of
Names are pretty hard.
call out Jack's decision to kind of go for something not necessarily irrational, but something
So-
high risk with an OD uppercut, right? Two back-to-back punish counters.
Owlman. Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
is gonna spell instant confidence,
That's what I was thinking of Owlman.
especially after how much bar he built up for himself too.
But my first name, I can't remember like my very first name, but I had a lot of like dumb names during, especially during the Street Fighter 4 era. So there was this thing I used to do, Street Fighter 4, early Street Fighter 5, where almost every week I would have a different name. So there was one time I was the Supreme King. There was one time I was literally, my name was called Magical Girls Are Awesome.
What
That was my name.
what impact that makes for Big Bird. And also Jack, man. Jack was coming in pretty confident. He was looking rather strong in comparison to day one. Now sitting at 1-3.
And then
Necessarily smell him
yeah,
question
then
mark. I mean, it depends really
I also
on how
had,
he performs going forward.
what other name did I have? Oh, Order. That was another name that I had. It was just like a dumb joke. I literally would just change my name to something stupid every week.
When it comes to seeing how this group is going to shake out, whether it be Big Bird secure.
No, actually, I was watching Madoka that at the time, but I came up with that name.
Man, Sen is absolutely balling right now. Despite what it says on the score right now, it is indeed 3-0. But as it stands, we're going to be standing by with our most recent winner. It's going to be Big Bird. I do believe he's going to be on an interview.
And
right
so that I watched that, and then I went to the name 5K.
So, great performance against.
I don't know why I chose 5K,
the level 2.
but
How do you feel about your performance today compared with?
yeah, basically,
I mean, I feel like I played both days really good, aside from some small mistakes.
it's very sad.
I think I've made also small mistakes today against both of them in the first game, against both Jack and Uriel in the first game, which costed me one game each, which could come back haunt me. And knowing my luck with Capcom Cup, it is gonna come haunt me. But I think I'm playing pretty good so far, and win or lose, I just want to.
No, it wasn't a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. I don't know why I changed had the name, and then I had to name 2D, which wasn't bad. And then I rebranded myself as Narakami. I might actually go back to I think for this season I might rebrand myself back to 2D.
In these kinds of events where you know who you're going to play, like round robin format,
As opposed to staying Narakami. I think for this upcoming season I might do that.
just for the people that are watching that may not understand much about, what
I might rebrand myself
is like in that
back
sense, what is your
to my previous
process
name.
for preparing yourself over the next day, knowing who you're going to go up against? How do you get yourself ready? Whether that's something that you do in training mode, do you watch replays? What's your personal process?
I'm not a complicated kind of player. I'm very straightforward, even with the way I play. So when it comes to preparations like this, I don't do any notes. I don't watch replays. I mostly try to watch the matches in front of me, like when they're playing in front of me. And that's when I try to see their defensive habits, offensive habits, what they like to start with and all of that. Because watching someone's replay, you're watching them play at home. And it's not going to replicate, they're not going to replicate the same play style that they play at home in tournament. And on top of that, I don't like overcrowding my brain with a lot of info, which could, come down to nothing at the end. So I like to watch them play and in tournament and just make sure I'm ready for the matchup. It's very, very basic and straightforward for me.
Interesting.
で、ビッグバード選手に聞いたのは、
I don't think
試合の前に一体
very simplistic. I mean, it works for him. But I guess it's kind of why he's been inconsistent. It's because he doesn't prep properly. That can work, but that to try to understand your opponent, you have to not only understand your opponent mid-game, you have to then be conscious enough to make those changes to your gameplay in game. I think that's just very difficult, as opposed to at least studying your opponent and having some sort of framework of what they can do. Now, I'm not saying it isn't possible, but also you have to take into factor. I will say this: most people tend to follow a pattern. It is what it is, right? But on the off chance the player does not follow a pattern, meaning that they are cognitive of what they're doing, then whatever information that you got is completely wrong. So it's the way I've been trying to play is I've been trying to play based on my opponent. The way I try to play the game and how I approach my offense, my defense, I try to do it based on what I'm observing in game. So it's why sometimes it might look pretty bad for me when I'm playing, but I'm gathering information mid game and trying to understand how my opponent is attacking, how they are defending. Right? If you could figure out how they're attacking and how they're defending, it's the easy. Then from there you can then start your offense. Because they're not going to change. They're not going to change whether when they're attacking, when they're defending. They're going to be doing the exact same thing in terms of how they make decisions. So if they make decisions rouletely, right? So in defense, they're more random with their defense. Then that lets you know they're more than likely they're going to be random with their offense. And by that, I mean they might throw you once and then may try to immediately go for a shimmy or try to constantly keep mixing up their offense. They might throw you, maybe frame trap. And so from there, you can then pick out how you can defend them and make your
on a worldwide scale. That's right. It's Reject Fight Night X Jam Slam for the
man. I want to be a part of that.
Coming next week, starting Sunday, March 16th here in Japan. The 10 players who advance through both Jam Slam will be clashing. Jam Slam as well as Reject Fight Night will be clashing live, direct in Japan. The tickets for the event will be available in two phases. The first phase until March 5th, and the second phase starting from March 9th. All of it will be streamed on both YouTube and Twitch on both Jam's channel. Actually, all the channels: Jams, Capcom USA, Street Fighter, Capcom Fighters, as well as the official Reject
Team Diafoam.
For all of the updates, you already know where to find them, but just in case, you got to hit them at Jam on X as well as at Reject, just in case. But you know, if I'm wrong with at Reject, always type in Reject.
Decorating easy, rooms to go easy. Decorating easy, add rooms to go.
In about 6 minutes, so do not go anywhere, and we'll see you then.
Let me look up some furniture. So I can furnish my room. I went to IKEA to try to get a bed, but it didn't fit in my car. So now I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. Now I'm cool just chilling for a little bit and still sleeping on the floor, but I would like to at least have my room somewhat put together. This one looks good play. I didn't realize Amazon had a bunch of beds online. Shinku Hadouken! Shinku Hadouken! I didn't realize people. I don't think people use Yun in. This is true. Yeah, people play them. The Marvel 2 collection actually did pretty well, according to Capcom themselves. Oh dang, this Akatsuki rug? Should I get this Akatsuki rug? Well, it's not an Akatsuki rug. It's a Shining on. I like this rug. Should I grab this rug right here? That's kind of big. Three by four. So it's this Naruto rug. Is that a dub? Tatsunoko, we definitely do. I do kind of want to get this dub. Yeah. Only two left. 3 by 4. How big is this? It looks big, but I feel like it's not big. 3 by 4? 3 foot by 4 foot? Yeah, that's a rug. Apparently it is a rug. I'll probably scoop it up. What is this one? What is the anime? Oh. So it's this one. You got Nagato. You got Itachi. Naruto. Pain. Kakashi. And Itachi. So you have Nagato. I'm guessing that's supposed to be Obito. And this is like a black version of it. You have Sasuke with the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Capcom Cup 11ここからはグループ G の模様をお届けしてまいります。
Yeah. I have a picture. Actually, I have the same picture. I have this in a picture format. But, well, no, not the same one, but I have something similar. Because I have Obito, Naruto. It would match this. Sasuke and Itachi. Well, not Nagato. Pain. My bad. Technically, it isn't. They're the same character, but Nagato and Pain are different. Nagato is Pain, but Pain is different from Nagato.
フランスの若きヒットマンキルズヤ
The young hitman.
The young man from France. The young hitman. It kills you.
I'll probably save this for later. I'll put it in my cart.
中国14億分の1上海
I'll put it in the cart, and if I decide to buy it, I'll decide to buy it.
The king of China, Shanghai.
Bro, why do they just put the king of so and so? That's a lazy name.
アメリカの移動要塞カバ
The Juggernaut.
The juggernaut from the Dominican Republic. It's Kaba.
Yeah, I'll probably get this black version of it.
フロリダの星ナクラダ
The Sunshine Star.
2016 Capcom Cup champion, the Sunshine Star, Knuckles.
姿勢のロイを
What do they call nephew? The intellectual nephew.
Star also from North America, the intellectual nephew.
Do y'all agree? Are these nicknames dubs or are not? What do y'all think?
以上の6名のプレイヤーによってグループ G は争われており
I don't know if Juicy Joe got his name from SFL Europe.
厳しい
Killshu also got his name for SFL Europe.
来ると、もう負けちゃいけない形なんですよね。
そうなんですよね、
はい。
負けちゃいけないんだけどとんでもない相手ばっかりという、
はい。
さあそんな6名のプレイ
Yeah,
ヤー
I'm
が
gonna put this.
ステージにいます
I don't know how big 3x4, 2x3, 3x4 is.
その2日目そこから上位2名がトップ16のトーナメントに選出します。皆さん今一度大きな拍手を
I want the
お願いいた
black
します
The 6 players from Group G, they went head to head yesterday, and I'm sure they've done some revision and they've come prepared to stomp the competition today on day 2. These are the 6 chaps, and of course, as you already know, 2 of them will be going through to the top 16.
Well, 34
皆さんスタンバイをお願いいたします
34 inches is not that bad. 24 by 36.
さあそしてここからのグループ G の熱い戦いをさらに盛り上げていただく実況席の方にお渡ししたいと思います。お願いしま
Get
す。
this.
So with that said, with all the amazing
black
action to
one.
come, we need our voices and genius minds at the desk to call the action. So let's get back over to the caster's desk.
We've had some
So I'll put that in my cart.
thus far today.
We'll see if I buy it.
But the action doesn't stop here. We now come back to Group G, which they had some of the best matches that were shown on stream yesterday. But hey, myself, Jammers, alongside Yipes, we got to make sure we deliver the action for you guys and make sure you stay excited just as much as we are for this next group.
Yeah, man, listen. At the end of the day, we all shook off the kinks on day 1, so I feel like everybody's more comfortable now. So let's see who is going to deliver. I'm excited for all this high-octane matches. The key guy that I'm looking at, you already know. I don't want to be the favorite here, though in terms of favoritism, but Kaba's definitely my guy. But again, man, it could be anybody's game. So let's see how it plays out.
Well, let's not forget, right? We got Rising Star, Juicy Joe. He has a fantastic 2024 leading into this. He feels super confident with some of the fixtures he has today. Killsu didn't get the results he wanted yesterday. We saw Mai show up with not only Nephew, but with Zhao Hai as well. A lot of people really enjoyed the Zhao Hai versus Juicy Joe match, Mai versus JP. That's something we're going to have to delve into in the future. But yes, only 2 guys can make it out of the groups. And this is what the
Knuckle D1, Zhao Hai number 2.
In Group G, we're going to have Kaba kicking it off, going up against Nephew. He fell by the wayside.
I had Zhao Hai coming out, and I think I had Nephew coming out.
Again and see if we can get different results, because I believe the definition of insanity is you keep trying the same thing, expecting something different. But Juicy Joe goes up against Kaba and Knuckle D. I was speaking to him a little bit earlier, but we'll go into that when we get down to it. But this is what the round robin chart is looking like right now, Yipes.
And look at this. Speaking on shaking, the first day jitters already see on the screen. Just to give you guys a sneak peek. Looks like Nephew is highlighting the jury. So it looks like Mize is going to go into the back pocket for a second.
Knuckle Dude's 2-0. Zhao Hai is also 2-0, but he's lost 2-1. Yeah, I for sure had Zhao Hai coming out. Because he's...
Here's the thing. There's like 3 outcomes. Because you got 2 guys in your group. You either pick Mai.
I gotta see some more Mai.
You try Mai against one of them, then swap to Jury, or you don't pick Mai at all. And it looks like he's gone with the middle option here. He tried Mai yesterday. It's not going to work. Because again, because you have characters, or sorry, players of this caliber, of NknuckleDu and Kaba, it's like, okay.
Yeah, I had Zhao Hai and Killshu coming out. Bro, what the heck? Who's doing this? Who's seriously doing this?
Strictly got to stick with what you know best. And Killshu has a very different perception on the matchup. He says, well, Guile versus Jury is 5-5. It's not that difficult. But again, it's like, here's my European.
Who keeps messing with the thing?
As well, so we'll see if Nephew's going to be confident because he needs the dubs now. He needs the dubs.
And just to round it out, right, it's more so like player style, player clash styles, right, instead of actual character matchups. So I can agree with that. And shout out to everybody at home. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Hopefully y'all awake. That is the main thing here. Hopefully you guys grab a cup of Joe and just sit back and relax. Please let everybody know.
Yeah, Punk plays at the... There we go.
The Juggernaut versus the Intellectual. Shout out to the Capcom boys in the back end. Good choices in terms of nicknames. I feel like you spice it up a little better. That's just me. I like bars, so you know.
Oh yeah, listen. Some of these. Don't worry, we got plenty of juicy nicknames coming up for you later down the line in this group as well. But yeah,
some of them are pretty bad. So, like, how do you have the same naming motif for players?
You do need a win today in this group because they didn't get any wins yesterday.
Yeah, Nephew said.
First game up. Will be Gar versus Jury. Will be Nephew going up against Kaba.
Kaba ranks. There.
Adol Bond.
Belmont's outfits. I see you.
Yes, rocket.
Let's go. Opening gambit time. Already pressing the issue right now is Nephew, but a counter pokes here from Kaba. Give me espacio, por favor.
All right, gonna get the dive kick to connect, and there's a bait there. Gonna be a massive punish here for Nephew. Now remember, Kaba was training a little bit of Jury in Japan as a backup character just in case, so he might have a little bit more of an insider scoop of what's going on, but right now it's not really working out because that is going to be an opening round with a perfect here. Nephew firing on all cylinders here, Yipes.
Yep, Nephew. He should have played Jury earlier.
That's like the best thing a Guile player wants to see, somebody slow down, right? All right, absorbing all of that pressure, trying to mash the block stun. What's up, brother?
That's all good. One thing I really like about Kaba's gameplay is when he uses.
I don't think this matchup is that bad for Jury. I would probably like to see the fireball earlier, but yeah.
He's been counter poking a lot on block with stand phase too, but the overhead lands here, Jury. Level 3. That's what I would have done. Man, this is a
No, that is not gonna kill.
He wasn't playing around. It looks like he was experimenting for whatever reason yesterday, but this time he said.
I told you.
To come and take this.
Not bad though for a day one to try it out, but this is where we want to see Nephew at his most comfortable. The pressure's on, of course, Nephew on the burn up, but the counter put with the overhead. Smart choice. Gotta watch the noggin there. Kaba ranks. Nephew with a quick breadstick there to start it off.
Well, this is it. He was able to get a knockdown.
Is he gonna go to Jury and play the Jury mirror?
Flash kick as well. All the stars aligned, and when they do that, please take your chances, because you're never gonna get another good one like that.
Damn, it's like in the midst of the analytical side of things, this man caught a straight foot in the gluteus maximus. Well, Kaba, he was looking a little bit out of character there, but I feel like that's what you needed to wake up a little bit. Let's see how you switch it up here. Not even a sonic boom in sight. It's just that much respect at the perfect parry.
For me, with Kaba, he's actually one of the guys who can be patient without throwing a sonic boom the longest. Like, he can actually wait for a long time without throwing.
Correct. That is true. He's most of a slugger. I guess that's the name sticks with it, right? The Juggernaut. Just plow through it for the offense instead of projectiles. I get you. Wow.
There. Just wait for a flash kick just in
Ikio?
case. That heavy punch, then a drive rush cancel instead.
Which is pretty smart too. He caught him blocking high, so no real threat of the flash kick, right? That was very nice. Set the tone. This is the parkour tour, is what I like to call it. There is the perfect parry. That is why he's more worried about throwing the sonic booms. I see. Okay, it's a great way to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Good patience there as well. Got the maximum punish as well, because it was a punish counter, so you can go into lights, into heavies, depending. Guile has one of the faster heavies in the game with that 7-frame stand fierce.
Let's go.
Yeah, see, he just waits. No boom, just wait.
Yeah. Definitely the respect, either the sweep, jump in, or the perfect parry. So definitely got to cycle.
Jury cannot block flash kick after that. I don't think so. After the standing heavy punch in the DRC. Overhead, plus, into safety. Nephew, just holding this wall. Getting gets the stock. Nope, you can do that.
He flopped the charge because he wanted to get the Sonic Hurricane after that. Very lovely answer there with the upside down kick.
Oh, good call out. Back throw. I want all of that wind on my spinal cord, of course.
Try and burn him out.
Yes. Trying to invite the drive reversal as well. Wow, no anti-air, interesting. Trying to get some space there, wasn't ready. Trying to bait out a button or a flash kick, either or. Stand face for the pressure. We are hit close for the close. Man, he walked up.
Sonic EX Boom.
Them joints is fast.
Especially at that range, super close proximity, lightning fast Sonic booms, you're not going to do it in time. And Capcom had no reason to not exhaust the level 2 and an extra 2 drive stocks on the Sonic boom there. He does massive chip. The dry gauge damage is relatively decent. It's just a win-win situation for Guile.
Great way to adapt though, Kaba. A little more patient. He really didn't change nothing necessarily. He just was a little more confident on the spacing side of things. Knew how to slow down Nephew. Didn't let those jump-ins come in easy, so I'm loving that from Kaba.
Here's the thing, right? Because Jury's a character is highly efficient, very good at monopolizing space, but then because the Sonic Boom is very good at just shutting down Drive Rush, and you got to respect certain things, Nephew has to play out of his element. But as Ringe has alluded to all the time, Nephew's one of the best at perfect parrying Sonic Booms. When you go up against a guy that can actually be extremely patient and not doing it, you have to find another way in.
That is correct. Oh, out the range. Okay, what a way to space out. A little healthy here still. Nephew is down on the chips, but he does have great positioning. Hey, what a whip punish. I actually thought he was going to let it go and go for the bazooka knees to switch sides, but you know what? Hey,
Bro, my ear.
Oh, he wasn't ready. I thought we were waiting for a last-minute perfect parry there, but looks like Kaba had other plans.
I switched to earbuds now, so like this is really irritating my ear. Level 2? This is gonna put him in burnout. No. Double. Flash kick. Kaba. Alright. Oh, you're talking about who are you talking about? You're talking about the guy with the beard. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. Their father. Yeah, the blonde. Yeah. I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, you're talking about the guy with the beard.
Oi, tried to drive rush in.
I was about to say he had a lot of acres too.
Yeah.
I know.
I was like, the blonde guy with the beard. What's that dude's name?
Interesting. Flash kick, of course, resets the neutral easily.
I mean, I guess, kind of.
No, what a bait. Yo, don't make the same mistake you did before, Nephew. So he's actually going to go into the Super Art 1. Going to get a good scenario here, unless Kaba whiffs a throw. I thought he had other ideas here. That, I don't know, going into a final round from a whiff throw, losing that? I'm not sure, man. Mental game, where's it at?
Yeah, respect to Nephew for ending that early into Super to attack the drive gauge. Smart stuff there. All right, we take that trade. No, okay. Recovered in time for the parry, the back throw. Now we feel all that win on my spinal cord.
Upside down kick the Sonic Hurricane, sends him full screen, get a massive life lead here. And let's make Nephew work for that approach to get in to try and turn things around.
Anybody that's a fighting game fan that actually really plays the game, you already know the despair here. How are we going to get in to finish the job or just to mount off?
Bro, Nephew, okay. Oh, early jump, fierce. No! Nephew got away with murder like multiple times. Oh, dash force. No. I knew it.
Massive gamble there from Nephew, and it will cost him not only the game, but a very detrimental position in the longevity of the group stages here, and Kaba takes it over Nephew 2-1.
Plátano, salamis, eggs, onions. Love it. I'm going to put you onto that. We call that the tres golpes.
I like it.
Whoa. That is definitely not the winner. No, I'm just joking. There it is, Bandit Zone, of course.
Okay, yeah.
That was a
Oh,
2-1
yeah.
in progress there from Kaba. No real
I mean, I
rivalry,
could kind of
feel like
sue it, I
you could
guess,
have,
without the
but it was
beard.
definitely a match at tip for tap. Who was the aggressor early on?
I was like, what?
Who adapted well was Kaba. I see you. Shout out.
Yeah, because Guile dictates a lot of what Jury has to do in that matchup, right? It's hard to kind of have a kind of consistent strategy, right? Because you need to respond to what Guile does. And if he's doing nothing, do you take the initiative? Do you take the lead in this dance sort of thing? And it's like, okay, if I'm
I kind of want to get this Japanese floor mat.
we both gonna fall over. And again, there were a couple of situations where, credit to Nephew, exceptional baits on the flash kick. Not many flash kicks, not many flash kicks connected. I gotta say.
I just say
We hit the brakes with the stand short of the drive rush, but no, I feel like what Kaba eliminated even more was the uses of the stand fierce. Nephew is very solid in terms of being in that range to get those whip punishes, but Kaba definitely wasn't pressing buttons first, so I'm gonna have to respect that from the lads. I actually spoke with him in the back, man. He definitely does feel very confident going throughout this tournament, so this group, I would say.
Do you know what? That's what you need in these groups, right? Confidence. I know even if the results don't pan your way, it's like having the confidence just to go in, kind of calm the nerves when you're up on the stage as well. Understanding it's not just one day, it's over the course of 3 days as well. And some groups may be determined today, other groups may be determined properly tomorrow. It's like just having that and sticking with that game plan and that belief you had coming into the cup in the first place is a brilliant thing to have.
And then on top of that, of course, if you see people losing a 2-1, remember, guys, those rounds really matter towards the end of the overall score. Of course, if you are doing pretty solid throughout the tournament. But that's here nor there. What a classic matchup we got here. The Sunshine Star Knuckle Dude Dang.
Oh, Knuckle Dude.
China, AKA the Kid.
Versus
Truly the King of China. I can't take that away. So, with a wise choice to mind,
Shanghai.
that is a possibility.
Well,
This
yesterday in this group, if
is
I'm not
a
mistaken,
classic.
Xiaohai did pick Bison against Kaba. So remember, because there's two Guiles at an exceptional caliber here, if you pick a character against one, that's an indication against the other. Obviously, if you want to go down to the nuances and nitty-gritty, of course, okay, Bison works against Kaba, it may not work against NuckleDu. Only because NuckleDu has a Kami as a backup, and his Guile style is much different.
And this a lot of lore here, man. For those that follow the Street Fighter 5 side of things, the old school Canada Cup. Shout out to Canada Cup.
Yep.
Of course.
NuckleDu used to teabag. He used to teabag. Xiaohai put the shades on him.
Those mixed feelings kind of tend to come in.
Oh, yeah, they come rise. Yeah, they come through. See, there you go. So he's picked Bison.
There you go.
So he must genuinely believe in that. I was very surprised when he picked Mai against JP yesterday, but it looks like he's going to lock in with this matchup. I think they're going to do a button check just in case first. But yeah.
Dictator.
What's there not to love about this man right now?
Catch up. All right. Later. I think I'm probably going to watch this last match and then I'm going to crash. This is the
me, Xiaohai's like flavor of the month.
Yes.
What character's flavor of the month? Because let's not forget, he has a very solid Akuma. People forget he got second place at UFA 2024 with Cammy. He had the combination of Ken and Bison, and I think a lot of us have noted that down. That might be a character combination we can't sleep on in general.
Yes.
You know, it's kind of crazy.
Wheel, the great Ken and Bison. Excuse me, Vega. You know, we on the side of the land of the rising sun. I'm gonna have to get hit.
Oh yeah, that's
Vega.
true. That's true. That's true.
It is.
So
Vega.
I am curious about what character NuckleDu's gonna come into this with, only because again, you're looking for a 2-0 here. You do not want a 2-1. Xiaohai is already on 2-0. If he gets a 3-0 here, leading into tomorrow, because I think this is his only game today. Yes, this is Xiaohai's only game today. So if he gets that 3-0 and then just rides the wave into a 5-0, because a lot of the guys in Group G do not want Xiaohai getting 5-0. That's what they don't want.
This man got China on his back. NuckleDu, how you feeling, baby? This is something that you familiar with? I mean, you know, in a good time, of course, Guile had definitely a great advantage against Bison, but we got that OD Psycho Crusher now. Definitely sets the tone for showing offense.
Here's the thing, right? Because I was talking about this with Ringe before. If you look at what happened in the December patch for Bison, because again, he used to prioritize, or he had the luxury of having both colossal damage output and incredible drive gauge damage output. What the developer's done is like, okay, let's kind of reduce the drive gauge damage output and let's focus everything on the Psycho Mine and really emphasize that mechanic, right? You put the bomb on, then the world's your oyster. We'll give you that there. And then what's happened with that scenario is EX Psycho Crusher is used less. Because before what it did, it took a 1 drive stop, He goes through projectiles, as we know. There's a couple of things he was doing a little bit extra, right? So now they're taking it away, giving it a think. He can use the Psycho Crusher against Sonic Boom, and we know Zhao Hai, he flinches at any projectile, whether it's a super Psycho Crusher or something. So he's got a strategy here. We'll see if it works.
Let's see how the footsies are going to be played here. The staggered legs from both of these guys.
Got the Bison theme blur.
You can see the back and forth, the staggered legs. There it is. I can't even get away from that now.
All right, here we go. We're going to plant the heavy back fist combo for the Psycho Mine here. And he goes for an early overhead just to check if NuckleDu's going to be awake.
Oh, speaking of wake,
Flash kick by NuckleDu.
What's for breakfast?
Anti-air by
So that was definitely in favor of
Zhao Hai.
block. Not really receive any more damage here, but we are stuck in the corner, suffering on the drive gauge side of things. So I feel like we're going to see more standing fierce in a minute. Or Psycho Crusher, I should say.
He can do it, but you got to be super. Wow, that's going to be massive there for NuckleDu. He's not going to spend on the Sonic Hurricane extension there. Just go back to the neutral.
Nice. You can do a jab back fist there, but sometimes you have to bank that it's counter hit.
Oh yeah, that's what Nemo is very confident in doing, or was very confident in doing at a certain point in time in the competitive season before.
Well, you can do it more solid with the drive gauge. That's guaranteed drive. Okay. Excuse me. But yeah. But let's see though. Zhao Hai already very comfortable.
Like I said, I gotta throw this stuff away tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Today. I gotta throw something in the garbage. So I'm gonna do that after I get out.
We got the lead. We're gonna sit here. Let's park.
Yeah, he seems super comfortable. He's not afraid to use light scissor kicks, stand medium punch, or stand medium kicks. Try and trade with a couple of booms, maybe get some straight hits. No big swings just yet.
Love that from NuckleDu. The walk up, block, and fight the offense, and then go for the counter poke accordingly. All right, looking for that counter hit. No dice. Zhao Hai, great defense, walking him down. That's what he's trying to snipe out. The low forward or the standing medium kick. That way you get a counter hit, punish counter, etc. It's a flash kick, reset the situation.
I think that's good that he's able to walk him down without having to exhaust any resources, not to overextend there with a drive rush overhead or something. He's just cool, calm, and collected here. NuckleDu's kind of comfortable playing at this same pace as well.
Right up the glutes. Oh, caught him moving forward just to hit him with some offense.
Two throws, get the two
Right
throws.
throw.
Yeah.
Yep. Take your two throw.
Oh, of course. Oh, a third one.
Overhead? No.
Nah, he was gonna throw loop him.
Okay.
This is the game we play. That's why you have to make those decisions in terms of the rock, paper, scissors.
Not throw loop 5 or 6.
Flash kick. But at the end of the day, I like how Zhao Hai did not stop pushing the initiative. That is the best way to open somebody up, man, especially a character like Guile.
Well, here's the thing. Look, throw loops have been a talk of a town for a little while, but it forces the decision. Whether you like it or not, when you're like, you know, I can take one grab, I can take two, guess what? Still forcing a decision. Yep. You're not going to be, I'll make a decision after the fourth grab, because guess what? The fourth grab's got rid of you.
I look at it like this. Throw loops in this, and right now, it's just, obviously you invite the throw. Obviously don't wake up with the parry, but it's more so how long can you survive based on how healthy you are. And you've seen everybody represented throughout the weekend. Well, so far through the week, excuse me.
For me as well, when you get throw loops, you got to look at it as 2 gauges, right? So there's your health gauge and there's your mental gauge. The mental
health gauge, your mental gauge.
The mental gauge is what no one can see. It's like, oh, please, can you stop throwing me, please?
the hidden ball?
Can you stop throwing me?
Well, I feel like everybody on defense is shadow boxing before, and then it actually happens.
Well, it looks like he will stick with the American Soldier here. No character swap. That's a big decision to make in a first of 2 in this environment. NuckleDu will be playing Juicy Joe later as well, so he does need a win somewhere here.
You know, I was about to say it wouldn't be a bad pick if NuckleDu picks Cammy here, but he does want a little more control and not take those risks against Zhao Hai, because he will whip punish the hell out of you and space out those dodge kicks.
You can be offensive with Guile, but you can also have that passive approach. With Cammy, I think, like you said, he has to be a little bit more aggro. Oh, nice.
Wow, okay. With the fierce, right. Nice.
Okay, accomplishes the burnout and then get the stun as well. Looking good here for NuckleDu.
All me to knock him down. Sweep ender. Sweep ender. There it is. Now we're going to go for the throw. Looking for the shimmy. Ooh. Oh, that's enough cash. Level 2. Let's put on a show. Yes. 2. Wow, really?
He's out.
What?
He's out.
Wake up.
Yeah, he can come back from this.
Take a guess.
Nice jump back jab by Capcom.
I don't think he was expecting NuckleDu to do that either.
I mean, not Capcom, NuckleDu. Dang, bro, I'm tired.
So we're not scared of ACL meniscus?
Bro, I'm starting to see players that just complete.
I understand what you mean, but he needed to throw to kickstart anything.
That's true. That's
after the upside down kick, even though it's -8.
Perfect parry on the stand, fierce. Knuckle do practice it. Anti-air. Perfect parry. Gets the bomb install.
Ah, there you go. Heavy knee press on the delay, and then here comes the second bomb. Knuckles, what's your choice? And he tries to run away.
The up forward was denied. Backdash or up forward got clipped regardless of what was the option. Shao Hai.
What I really don't like is when you think it's time to escape and the Bison blade catches you, and then you just go into Psycho Crush in the animation.
That is the panic button, I will say. Background. There you go.
Anti-air. I'm surprised Xiao Hai has been able to consistently anti-air.
Just trying to find space. Nice conversion.
I like that he waited just a second, a little bit longer, just to see what Xiao Hai would do, so he can get a punish kind of conversion on the whip punish there.
Watch your legs. Good defense. Okay, my man Fuzzy did walking back.
Yeah,
nice!
Got him.
For my country.
Oy, there you go. Exuding the patience. And when you do that, you get heavily rewarded, but that means you got nothing left in the super tank. So if Xiao Hai gets back in and plants a bomb, you're in so much trouble, young man.
Here we go. Don't overextend.
What a jump by Xiao Hai.
Drive gauge with some OD reversal. Nice. Bazooka knee. No, not even. Oh, he wasn't in range for it.
Hit the brakes and the neutral jump.
Stopped him in his tracks with the drive rush, with jab, and then the jump. I'm very surprised he got Xiao Hai to flinch in a situation like that, but boy, was he ready with the anticipation there, Knuckle do. And he's made it one apiece right now.
Yeah, we need more diapers, dude. Let's go.
Well, infinite supply if he's first place at the end of the weekend.
Yes, and he's looks like he's comfortable, which means we might be moving forward here to drop a deuce on Shao Hai, hopefully. I'm going by, see a little bit. That is my guy, Shopify Rebellion's own. This is historic, this matchup. This is why it's a treat for me.
Yeah, this is
Let's get it. One apiece breadstick. Let's see who's gonna end it nice.
So I think for me, what's letting Xiao Hai down, but it's also the nature of how Knuckle do is dictating the pace of the game, is the jumps. He waits a little while on the ground. He's not close enough to get a
EX punish counter.
So he's having to use Psycho Crusher, but when Psycho Crush is not going to work or he's low on dry gauge, he jumps, and Knuckle do has identified that several times.
Yes, sir.
Bombs on.
That's a throw. Oh, overhead. Okay, first one represented.
Oh, nice dash there. No check there from Knuckle because he doesn't want to burn himself out for the drive rush cancel. Not here now. Watch out for the jump as well. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, no. Oh, not on time. I feel like the jump back roundhouse would have reached, to be honest. All right, here we go. Throw City. No, we're going for Chip City, yes? Nice. Shao Hai smart enough not to just engage with more OD.
Looking at the player cam and Knuckle end, I think he knew when he was in burnout that was a perilous situation anyway. It's very tough to get out of that or see a way to come back. No dash off to the block, upside down kick block. He's done that before.
Shao Hai is not representing throw attempts, to be very honest. It's more so counterposing the jab on throw attempts. I feel like Knuckle should commit to more throws, to be very honest. Oh!
Man, that was fantastic. He saw that from full screen, got the counter there, took away some dry gear, but Xiao Hai already got it as if he never spent anything in the first place.
Ah, the backdash or the jump got snapped. No way.
Yes, it does. It does catch him. Knee press nightmare, catching the back jump.
Stolen. I didn't think it would just magnum him down, to the floor.
It's got the range to do it, so why not? There's a throw. Can he get another one? Nightmare on Elm Street. Watch out. Ah, there's a throw. Don't do it again. Do not do it again. Ah! Oh, mate. He caught him flinching because he didn't do it. He actually feared another throw loop situation.
Well.
And he made the commitment there. And Xiao Hai was ready.
Did he throw a loop?
2-1. Over enough. Ah! There's a throw. Don't do it again. Do not do it again. Ah! Oh, mate. He caught him flinching.
Alrighty, bro. I halfway fell asleep between that match, and I'm about to go to sleep. I'll catch y'all later. I'll be back tomorrow, some more, well, later today with some more of Capcom Cup for the top 16. So I'll see you guys later.